Attention all. We do accept super chats and memberships. All money earned goes directly back into the channel to allow for more giveaway, prizes, and perks for our viewers and listeners. The cost of running shows like this can be expensive and timely, but we do it for you. If you can help support the channel, we greatly appreciate it, but if you can't, all we ask is that you use your social media to share and support. We love you and thank you in advance. We also like to thank our channel members. We have Saggy Melons, Benson's, Resident Justice, Prakash Swain, DC Talk with Extended, That One Carlos, Caden Reed, Nick Carr, John Rodell, Justin Hines, Billy Robert, Adam Silvestri, Kinky Sphincter, Sean Adame, Nick DePalma, and Roblox Marvel Ultimate. And of course, remember to be respectful. I can't breathe in this thing. Hold on. Stand by. You tell Ty that I'm not doing the show like that. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and genders all across the spectrum, to today's episode 42, or as our producer will call it, The Meaning of Life. Welcome. My name is Jack, and today we have stuff to talk to you about, but we're definitely going to look into the Halloween franchise. I love the Halloween franchise. I've been a fan for 23 years, 24 years. Wow, that's a long time. Huge Halloween fan. We're going to look into the franchise. Plus, our very own Austin Lean has seen the movie, and we're going to ask him for a non-spoiler reference. And yes, T.W. McKay, that was a Halloween and Spaceballs reference. Nod to our Caden there. It was his idea. And then, of course, look, Matt Reeves tweeted out a new image of the Batman. And Tom Holland kind of implies that Spider-Man No Way Home might be his last film. Is he teasing us? Does this have anything to do with Sony? Or is Marvel just going to move on without Tom Holland? I don't know, but I pretend that I know the answers. Plus, we look ahead to DC Fandome, which we will be covering live all day Saturday. My co-host, the man with the golden voice, will be joining us very soon. Until then, let me bring in my producer, my co-host, Lean Mean Caden Reed.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Whew, this thing is I am wearing clothes underneath there in case anyone's worried, like, oh crap, I hope he's not going to get naked. But no, I am dressed underneath there.
He's not going to get naked like
that's
Austin,
for the OnlyFans.
Austin,
yeah.
He likes to show his nipple piercing.
Yep.
Which, once you get him started on nipples, he goes on and on and on about stuff about that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Austin goes full Janet Jackson at the Super Bowl. He's like, boom!
Yeah. Yep. And then,
oh, my goodness. So, T.W. McKay, thank you. I guess you know what it is? So, last Tuesday, we had the weirdest show where, like, no one was watching for, like, half an hour, and then Ty finally tweeted the show out. Everyone joined. So, I always remind folks that we are always live at 4:30, hell or high water. Even if I'm not here, Cade will do it, or Austin will do it, or Ty will do it. God help us, but someone will do it. We're always here at 4:30. But we do have a lot
Even
to
if
talk
it's some
about.
rando from the street, you'd be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
can you do driving with Jack for us?"
I'll have my dad do it, or just
Tell stories about Jack's childhood.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Embarrass me.
Yes.
But
It'll be called Jive with Jack. Jack's dad embarrasses
Jack's
Jack.
dad. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So we did you and I just went into Scream, and I actually had so much fun just talking about Scream. And then this weekend we got the new Halloween movie, which I'm hearing a lot of crazy things about. Not spoilerish, but I'm hearing some people say they loved it. I heard some people say they don't like certain decisions they made. They said it's really gory. It's going to blow your mind. People don't know what's going to happen, and I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah. It's again. So a lot of people bring up the good point where it's like with horror movies, do we ever listen to critics?
Oh
no. Like it's like, and then people like when the critic reviews came out, people were like, "Oh, going crazy about it." But I'm like, do we ever listen to critic reviews for horror movies? Like, it's
exactly. If critics really, really love a horror movie, I tend to get a little bit like, because then it's like kind of artsy fartsy. Like, what was that one movie, The Babadook? It got like really good reviews, and I watched The Babadook, and I kind of didn't like it. Or Hereditary.
Right.
I know a lot of people like Hereditary, and I'm not hating you for that.
My cousin. So funny thing is, I remember when Hereditary came out. It was like, I think it was like, was it 4 years ago or 3 years ago?
No, it was 4 years ago.
Okay, so 4 years ago, like I was staying at my aunt's house, and my cousin, and his girlfriend were going to like this fancy schmancy theater, like the dining theaters where you get like the lounge chairs and all that stuff. It's like, oh, we're going to see Hereditary, and I was like, I want to go with you guys. And he's like, no, it's a scary movie, and then they came back, and he was scared shitless. I was like, oh yeah, no. I'm like, but then thinking back, I'm like, and I watched it, I'm like, wait a minute. I've seen Human Centipede and I was scared shitless, and this is like there, but not there. Like, I was just like, okay, like I understand. If you haven't seen Human Centipede, then it's scary, but it's not as scary as Human Centipede.
Like some of the best horror movies I've seen have been like low budget indie films that like got destroyed by critics, and even I saw this one called Grave Encounters, and it got bad reviews. It got like even audience scores below, and I watched it and I was like, holy crap, this is actually pretty terrifying and good. They made a movie called The Strangers about 10 years ago, and then 10 years later they made one called Strangers Pray at Night. Critics destroyed it. I watched it. I thought it was phenomenal. I was like, wow, this is really good. There's actually some really good cinematography, good use of lighting. It was actually pretty scary. Because I've never seen a Human Centipede, but I have seen the South Park episode Human Centipede.
Oh my god. It's Human Centipede, like he says, it's a mouthful.
Yeah,
and it's literally like, so like to put it in a small summary of it would be like if you were kidnapped and stitched to other people's bodies.
Yeah.
And your mouth, like, it's like, that's fucking scary.
Is just streaming set anywhere? Human
I don't know.
Centipede.
Now
I'm kind of curious. It's on. I gotta pay for it on Amazon Prime. No, thank you. I am not paying $4 to watch this. Okay.
Yeah, no. It's not. It's not something that you want to pay to see. You would probably want to see for free, but it is.
This is where
Bernardo Wilson is like, he, yeah.
I like that Leonardo Wilkes is a bit of a prima donna because I'm a bit of a prima donna. Well, a bit might be too, but that's cool. But yeah, guys, welcome again. I hope you guys got the notifications. We're not able to tweet the show out, but
and also,
we're going live anyway.
Yeah, and also that was kind of like a funny pun that he did at the mouthful because
So Bazooka is a he, right?
I believe so.
I think I don't know, maybe.
Well, they made a funny joke though. So
yeah, it was a funny joke. Very good. So let me explain this. Caden, you watched Halloween. Have you seen all of them, or have you seen like some of them, or have you seen the good ones?
I've seen. Okay, so I think it was in like 2017 when the 2018 one was announced that or like 2016 or whenever it was announced. I was like, huh, maybe I should get into this,
Mm-hmm.
because I know I was in Scream,
Mm-hmm.
I was like into that stuff,
And Scream has
and I
so
was
many homages to Halloween.
yeah, and I was like, oh, this looks, and like I think Scream was the thing that got me into slasher horror, and then
Okay.
Halloween even made that even more present,
So
you know.
Kasuka says you will never know, Jack. So I'm just gonna in my head. So I have in my head a way I imagine all of these people look. So Kasuka, I'm picturing like a young Japanese girl, like 22 years old or something. You know, that's what I picture. I'm gonna tell all T.W. McKay. I already know what he looks like because he's been on our show. Leonardo Wilkes. Let me see. What do I see? When I think
I think
Leonardo,
his,
I
I
think a
think
guy with like
he's,
long hair,
I think,
flowing.
I think the dude that's actually in the profile.
Well, see, the guy in the profile looks like Henry Cavill, like in Man of Steel. Remember when he has the beard?
It looks like a
If
black
Leonardo
dude.
Wilkes looks like that, I'll be like shocked. I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
No,
Katsuka's the guy.
no. It's too late now, Kasuka. It's
It's
too
too late
late.
now.
You are a very
Too late
young,
now.
busty Japanese girl, and that's how it is. That's just what it
That's
is.
just the way it is now.
Yes.
That's just,
Leave me to my fantasies. I've never shown you my face, Jack. How you know you've done shows, haven't you? Hasn't he done shows with Austin?
he's done a show with Austin. He's done a show with Ty. He's been on our panels.
Does he not show his face though? Does he pull a
I
cape?
think he showed his face once.
Okay, so yes, I do remember seeing you. But you know what, T.W. McKay, we'll go there. I picture.
I'm not sure if it was on show or if it was backstage. I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, no, let's see T.W. McKay. Let's make it more diverse. I picture a young, let's say, 18-year-old. Yeah, let's make him 17-year-old African American with cornrows, wearing a hoodie.
In Jack's world, you guys are all this. Did you just assume not only by my gender but my race?
Yes,
that's what Jack does. He puts imaginary features of people in his head.
Yeah.
And then because
I'm a visualist. Like when I see a name, I just immediately think of like a face. So like Leonardo, I picture like someone with like long flowing blonde hair.
I'd say this. Just go to my Twitter. I posted my face a bunch of times.
See now, Marlon, we know what Marlon looks like.
Yeah, we know what Marlon looks like.
Benson, I think you mentioned he's like 50 years old, so I just picture an old English guy with like glasses. Got like a pro Brexit sign behind him or something. I don't know.
I'm like the exact opposite.
I'm like the exact opposite.
Oh my god.
I'm whiter than Ty. I know you are, but like that's what I'm saying. What I think. Prakash. I know what Prakash looks like. I know what Prakash looks like. Yeah, but like I have in my own head what I think people look like, just based on I have an idea what Jack Pierre looks like, what Adam Silvestri looks like, what Billy Robert looks like. I just kind of imagine,
right.
It's just in my own head. Like I'm not intentional. I'm like,
and with the ambassador, whenever he joins, you can tell what he looks like based off his profile picture. It's just a blue version of him.
I actually did a show with the Ambassadorian Wing. He has a lot of knowledge of a lot of classic films, actually.
He does. That's not Jack. It's Ty wearing a mask. It is It is Ty. It's with the green screen. It's with the green screen.
Yeah.
A green screen mask, and we digitally removed everything to make it look like Jack.
I think we made Katsuka upset. It's like, how dare you say I'm young and beautiful? How dare you? Don't say that.
When I'm old and ugly and grimy and everything, I'm an old.
I love messing with you guys because you guys mess with me. You should mess with me. I told you I want toxic fan base. But so check this out. A lot of people have been asking like, how many freaking Halloween movies like do I have to watch to go see this one? And the answer is only two. You have to see.
It's 78, 2018, and that's it.
You have to see the original, which is a classic. That's all you have to see. And then you have to see the one that came out a couple of years ago, which is this one. So to explain to fans why are we having face reveals? No, I was just saying I just picture people because I assume Kasuka is a girl, and it turns out it's a guy. But I said in my own head, this is what I thought you kind of look like.
And we went on a 5-minute rant about
Harper's on the Phillies. Yeah, man. Yeah. He's the only good player we have.
With a 5-minute rant on how people look like, and this is.
And by the way, it's kind of like a meta discussion about Michael because we're not sure what Michael looks like anymore.
Yeah, we don't know what Michael looks like.
So basically, I'm going to give a basic rundown of all the freaking timelines. So basically, the original timeline, you have the first film, John Carpenter directed. Classic film. 93% of Rotten Tomatoes, right? Then a couple of years later, they made a second one, which takes place the same night as the first one, right? In this one, we assume Michael gets blown up. We assume Dr. Loomis, his doctor, which is this guy right here on the right, died also. They made Halloween 3, which had nothing to do with Michael Myers. It bombed. So in 1988, they decided to bring Michael Myers back in Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. In this story, Jamie Lee Curtis is dead. But her daughter is adopted, and Michael Myers finds out he has a niece. So now he's after her.
Right, because in the second one, didn't they reveal that it's her brother? Or like,
yeah, so basically in Halloween 2, you find out that she was the younger baby sister of Michael Myers, and she was adopted by the Strode family. That was something they made up in the second film. John Carpenter himself said he didn't like it, but he just needed something to kind of like, all right, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's his other sister. So Michael Myers goes after her.
Timeline.
So technically right now this is all one timeline. Halloween 4 is a sequel to Halloween 5, right? And Dr. Loomis comes back. Turns out he survived, but he's got a little bit of burns on his face. Then Halloween 4 goes into Halloween 5, same story, different mask. He's still after the little girl, Jamie. This movie did not do well. Right. So they went on hiatus, and then they did something called Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. And this one they tried to explain Michael's origins. It's arguably the most hated Halloween movie. It involves a curse.
You don't explain it, unless you're trying, try to be satire like Scream. You don't explain the villain's origin.
Exactly.
Of a slasher film.
But this movie gave us this young man, a very young Paul Rudd. This was his very first movie. He looks the same, yeah. Apparently, he was embarrassed to be in it because he thought it would kill his career.
Yeah, when it only made Clueless. After this, didn't he do Clueless?
So here's the thing: he filmed Clueless first. Clueless after this, but this movie went into so many production delays that it came out Clueless ended up coming out first. Or second. Yeah. So this movie he technically made first, but this movie was such a bomb. Halloween was about to go direct to video. Then Jamie Lee Curtis said she wanted to do a 20th anniversary film. So what did they do? They erased all these movies. So none of these sequels ever happened except for Halloween 2. So the new timeline is Halloween 1, Halloween 2, and then H2O, where she has been living in fear. She's been living whatever, blah, blah, blah. Halloween H2O, in my opinion, was a phenomenal sequel. It was a great, kind of reconnecting after 20 years. Josh Hartnett was in it. He was young. Young Michelle Williams is in this. Now both big actors. This movie did phenomenal, made a lot of money. Everything was great. Halloween is restored. We forgot about all the bad sequels. Well, then what did they do? They made a bad sequel to that one. In that one, you have Busta Rhymes fighting Michael Myers, beating him up. This movie bombed hard. Halloween was dead. No one wanted to see any more of these goddamn movies ever again. Then comes a spider named Rob Zombie, and say what you will about him, he rebooted, right? He rebooted it. He made some questionable choices. I respect that he tried to do something different, but Rob Zombie made it a Rob Zombie movie. He made Michael Myers white trash. His mom was a stripper. He had an abusive stepfather. Again, he was giving a reason when Halloween, the whole idea was that Haddonfield is like this lily white suburb. Nothing bad happens, and all of a sudden this kid goes nuts. They made 2 of them. They made money, but then Dimension lost the rights. So that brings us to today. In 2018,
I want to address this. The Friday the 13th explained Jason's origin. They did, but it was a hypothetical origin. It was like this is the creation. This is a hypothetical creation of this monster. And it wasn't like
Friday the 13th. That's another one I'm a huge fan of. Basically, we thought he died in the first one. It turns out he actually survived the drowning and lived in the woods. And then it was, I think, Freddy versus Jason, where they said he had a phobia of water. But here we go. T.W. McKay. Here we go. Let me go here. He looks like James T. Kirk. Well, Michael Myers' mask was a James T. Kirk mask. Michael's real name is Michelle, correct? Jack Caden, which is the best horror movie character in your guys' opinion in terms of writing and then looks? I love the original Halloween. I love the original Halloween.
Yeah, I would say the original Halloween in terms of writing, and then looks, I'd say the first Scream.
The first Scream is phenomenal. I would even put
Yeah.
the original Exorcist on there too. And
Yeah.
then Friday the 13th Part 6 is actually a very clever movie. So it's probably the best reviewed movie of the series, but it's actually pretty good. So basically, TWMK, this is true. Halloween 3 was the last one that involved John Carpenter. John Carpenter had the idea that every Halloween movie should be a new story.
Right.
Like Tales from the Crypt or like Goosebumps or Twilight Zone. It should be like a different story in and around Halloween. Remember when they did Halloween 2, there was only 2 Friday the 13th movies. There was only 1 Nightmare on Elm Street movie. It wasn't really till the late 80s when they said, hey, look at Jason, look at Freddy. They're making the same guy in every movie. Let's bring back Halloween. So just to finish my little thing, and I'm going to address all of your comments. 2018, the rights expire. It goes back to Carpenter. They decide, Blumhouse buys the rights, and they say, what if we made a Halloween H4O 40 years later? And again, we're going to ignore the Rob Zombie film, which was its own thing. We're going to ignore all these timelines. But this time, so H2O included Halloween 2. But this time, they're not even including Halloween 2. So in this new timeline, the new timeline is Halloween 1, Halloween 2018. And then Halloween Kills.
He kills, and then Halloween.
So the idea that Michael Myers and Laurie Strode are brother and sister is gone. Now, a lot of fans are okay with it. Some will say that, okay, hey, John Carpenter himself didn't like it. Some fans are like, hey, that was canon for like 30 years. Like, even now, I still refer to her as his sister because it kind of made the relationship a little bit different. Oh, okay, so there's some personal, there's some blood stuff going on here. Like, he's coming after her.
Like, there's again, like you're saying, like there's 4 different timelines, Mm-hmm. You have the new one, and then you have the 3 older ones. Which is the Rob Zombie, and then the H2O, and then Halloween.
Yeah, guys, Halloween was doing multiverse before Marvel. Suck it.
Yeah. 4 multiverse with Halloween movies. You can suck at DC and Marvel.
Yeah. Michael Audrey Myers, baby. But real quick, Marlon, I want to say this. I like the new Halloween 2018, but I think I like the third act of H2O better, and I like the Josh Hartnett relationship with Laurie Strode, with his mother, a little bit better than I liked it in the 2018 film, but I liked the 2018 film a lot. I just thought, like, this moment, when this happens in H2O, that's a great moment. Like, the way the music builds up and they see each other for the first time, and then Michael does his like head tilt, like, yeah, I found you. You thought you could hide from me for 20 years? Because basically in H2O, she changed her name. She basically did like a witness protection program thing. I really like that. I'm going to keep going through these. I enjoyed H2O. The kid with the ice skate in his face was rad. That was, who's that kid who looks like Heath Ledger that's in every Nolan movie? Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in the beginning of H2O.
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
T.W. McKay. Katie Sackhoff was in Halloween Resurrection. The cool thing about Halloween Resurrection is I thought the mask was actually pretty decent. It's like it looks like
fine.
They keep changing the mask every freaking movie, but like you compare this to like what they did in Halloween 4 and then Halloween 5, like
Halloween 5 looks like they just like completely stretched the mask to the very extent they could.
They never really captured this one again. I thought Halloween 6, as bad as it is, kind of looked like the original mask.
Yeah.
But this one, I thought of all the sequel masks was kind of okay-ish.
Because it wasn't the first one. It was it was a
Captain Kirk mask.
The Captain Kirk mask that they damaged and painted and bleached the hair.
So for a little trivia, the original 1977 Captain Kirk mask, there are very few molds available. This mask, I paid $500 for this when I was in college. They made this mask off that mold because I'm an idiot who loves Halloween too much. So they used the mold of the original 77 to make this mask. Wow. It's a limited edition. I have number 67 right here if you can see it.
That's super cool.
The only thing I don't like is the hair. Someone said it looks like pubes, but I don't like the hair. If I knew a professional mask maker, I'd tell them to remove this hair and make it kind of long, flowing. Like his hair is straight, kind of,
Yeah.
He kind of has the hair
it's like out of place in some sorts, and it's like it's matted.
That is William Shatner's face. If you look at that face, that is a William Shatner mask. Originally, they wanted to go with a clown mask, but this was such a low production. When people say low budget these days, they're like, "Oh, a movie cost $30 million to make, low budget."
No, this
movie, $300,000. They could not afford to make their own mask. They got a Captain Kirk mask shaved off the head, dyed the hair, cut the eyes out a little bit, and painted it white. And it is
Yep.
arguably the most iconic face in horror.
It's and what's super cool about it is that like again like you have what movie was it that made fun of it where they're like, oh, can you get the Mike Myers mask, and they actually got William Shatner. Mike Myers. Oh no, they got the Austin Powers Mike Myers.
Yeah.
And that was just like, it was like, no, we asked for the Halloween one. It's like, oh, yeah. Okay.
So check this out. This is sort of my issue with Jamie Lee Curtis. When she did Halloween 2, she's like, I never want to do a horror movie again. Smart decision, because she actually ended up having a good career. 20 years later, when she's hard up for money, she's like, hey, Dimension, give me money, make H2O. H2O makes a lot of money. They're like, all right, we want you to be in Halloween Resurrection. She's like, kill me off, please. Kill me off. I don't want to do this again. So they killed her off in Halloween Resurrections. Yeah, Halloween Resurrect, they killed Jamie Lee right off in the first few minutes. Okay. 20 years later, she's like, yeah, you know what? I want to do it again. And so then she's like, yeah, just erase the other films. Did you see the Robert Pattinson Batman voice? Vengeance. I mean, I heard it. That was in the was that in the Bat Signal teaser? We're going to pull that up. Yeah, we're going to talk about that Batman. Part 6 is Lutz, and I love it. TW, Part 6 Halloween or Part 6 Friday the 13th? Because I still have a soft spot for Halloween 6. As weird as it is, it's like a cult, and he impregnates his niece. I'm like, yeah, just go with it, bro. Kill with it. Paul Rudd explains everything. Are we talking about Scream again? No, we're talking about Halloween.
Oh, but I'll talk to you. I want to do a part 2 of Tuesday stream about Scream. Because yesterday I listened. So Scream, the official page, they released a Discord link on Monday or Tuesday.
That's right.
About a Wednesday panel discussion with the director and the 2 directors, and you were able to ask questions, like some questions that they ask, and it was super fun, and it was it was nice to hear fans talk about the Scream franchise and how they love Wes Craven and they love all of that stuff. And then
Scream might be the best quality franchise because there's no really bad movie. There's some mediocre ones, but like really trash movies, no. That's what's so great about that franchise.
And so they revealed some they kind of not revealed like spoilers and anything, but they kind of hinted at something that I think we talked about on Tuesday, and I was like, okay, yeah.
Hold on a second.
I am Austin.
Now you're Austin. There we go. Yeah.
I have a voice thing going on right now.
Yeah.
And
he's using the Scream. This is what Austin sounds like with the Scream voice modulator.
Right. I am Austin.
I want to address. I actually like the sibling thing too. I know John Carpenter hated. He admitted he was drunk and he's like, I need a reason. All right, yeah, it's a sister. I kind of liked that, and I don't know. They could very well do that in the next movie, Halloween Kills. By the way, guys, we're gonna have a non-spoiler review of Halloween Kills coming later up in this episode because Austin saw it. I have not asked him to do it yet, so I'm kind of hoping he does. But this is a man who hates The Last Jedi, or loves The Last Jedi, but does not like Scream, even though he hasn't seen it. That should tell you about his opinion. TW, are you free tonight? Anyone who's free tonight, I think Ty wants to go on a date with you, TW.
Yeah, Ty's looking for a date.
I've been feeling fine, baby. Ooh, we have a mitzvah here. Look at them; they're both free.
Oh yeah. I just DM'd TW says I just DM'd you, Tyler. Ooh.
I'm done. Yeah, Prakash, we're talking Halloween tonight. I wonder what he means by DM. Because in Scream, Ghostface is not a person, it's a moniker. But you know what's interesting? One thing that kind of bugs me that Scream did right, but they did wrong in Halloween, is they always change the guy who plays Michael Myers. So that clearly, even in Halloween 1 and Halloween 2, it just does not look like the same guy. So this is one dude, this is another 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 dude. And they all, there's no consistency.
Didn't they get the dude back from the first one to do Holland?
Yeah, so Nick Castle. So here's a funny story about Nick Castle. Nick Castle was not an actor or a stuntman or anything. He was John Carpenter's roommate in USC. He was an aspiring filmmaker. He made Major Payne, Dennis the Menace, The Last Starfighter, accomplished director. John Carpenter's like, you know what, Nick, I like the way you walk. You have like this interesting walk. Can you play Michael Myers? And so he hired him. He played Michael Myers. And no matter how many stuntmen they have gotten, they could not get a guy who played the character as well as he did. So for the new one, they used some of his performance because he's like 74 years old now. So they can't have him do all of it. But he did some of the performance in the new one. You know, some of the standing, some of the looking, some of the like, you know, head tilts. But the rest of it, they had to find a stuntman who could, you know, the physicality.
The running, like the running, the swinging of
the breathing is Nick Castle, like the breathing here of Michael Myers. They actually got him in a recording booth to do all that, you know. But so they actually did get the original guy to do some of it. I appreciate that because I'm a huge Nick Castle fan. To this day,
Nick Castle is amazing.
He's amazing. He's phenomenal, and you know, that's kind of cool that they did that.
But so speaking of Scream, also like for Scream 3. There was an original concept that they were going to reveal that Stu is in a hospital jail.
Oh, we were talking about that.
And it was gonna, and they were gonna have he was gonna have a cult of Ghostface that was, you know, sending Ghostface.
So I heard. Check this out. Have you seen a show called The Following?
I have.
It had Kevin Bacon in it, and he was a cop, and oh my god, basically, oh crap, what the hell was that actor's name? James Purfoy. James Purfoy plays a serial killer named Joe, and Kevin Bacon's the guy who caught him. When they try to execute this guy, it turns out he has a cult of fans all over America that are keeping him safe. So now Kevin Bacon has to hunt down the serial killer and his cult that worships him, and they have people everywhere. Guess who wrote that show? Kevin Williamson. Guess where he got the idea from? That was his original idea for what you just said for Scream 3.
Yeah.
So he turned that into a show. He wanted to do it with Stu, that Stu became kind of like a cult leader, like you just said, and that there were people all over America who were like psychopathic, and they connected with him through the internet, and they're like, what should we do? So he couldn't do that for Scream 3 because he didn't write Scream 3. Patrick Lesher wrote Scream 3. So what he made a show called The Following, which is really, really good. James Purfoy and Kevin Bacon. Very good show.
Yeah.
And that's what he created after that.
So just, you know, like, and then, like, you know, going back to that AMA panel discussion, they were, like, talking about how them themselves as the directors and fans talked to the writers and talked about older scripts and older concepts, and I was like, that's interesting that they kept on and then when people were, like, you know, like, they always brought up like the past, and they brought up, you know, past movies, and they brought up Scream 1 specifically, you know, a lot, and I was like, they kind of, like, you know, obviously were hinting at you know who as you know who.
I'm getting excited. We gotta do a watch party in December. Ooh, maybe Christmas weekend. Ooh. Not on Christmas, but like one of those weekends.
Yeah.
We should just go through all three of them. I will buy them digitally. I have them on Blu-ray, but I'll buy them digitally. And Geek Studios, I just picture him saying in a very sultry voice, "Hi, Caden." Hi, Jack. Hi, Austin. Yep, that's Austin.
Yep, I'm Austin.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Right
Again, I have the mono.
We're not going to talk about that, Prakash, because the Batman is not DCEU.
We're talking about the Batman and Batwoman. Nothing DC.
Okay, so 2W answers. I just missed this. Friday the 13th Part 6 is a phenomenal film. First of all, it's very tongue-in-cheek. There's a lot of humor in it, and it's the first time they do zombie Jason, where they bring him back from the dead and he really can't die. It is a fun movie. It's entertaining, and it's also the only Friday the 13th that does not show boobs in it. So, you know, your kids can watch it.
It was Tuesday.
Show your children that movie.
Tuesday, Chucky, the TV series premiered, which is really good. Oh my god!
I DVR'd it. They got back. What's his name? He's in Halloween. He was in the Rob Zombie Halloween. He played the chief in it. Brad Dourif. Brad Dourif.
Oh, Brad Dourif. Yeah,
he's back as Chucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that.
And they also got Devin Hawson, who's been in like pretty much a lot of the horror movies and stuff like that.
Oh.
And, so he plays the dad of the kid, but man, it's so good.
Really, I gotta say, maybe I'll watch it this weekend. Yes.
But so Tuesday, you know, it premiered on Sci-Fi and USA Network. So, you know, I kept the channel on. It was showing all the Chucky movies and stuff. And then And then in the morning when I woke up, it was showing Jason X.
Oh, really?
Yes, with
Oh,
the Jason
so
that's
that's
like
what
in
he's
the
talking. That's what you
future.
meant. The guy who played Andy's going to be in it too. Okay, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
the guy who's gonna
Prakash,
play
send it to
Andy is
Ty.
in
That
it.
was Ty's thing. Ty's the one with the Blu-ray. I'm
Oh,
on 4K, baby. I'm on 4K. This ain't
yeah.
2008. I'm on
Send
4K.
Jack all your personal information, your social security number, your phone number, your address, everything, so he can keep track of everything you do, making you're safe. He won't endanger you at all. He'll make sure you're safe.
By the way,
As
I don't wear this mask on Halloween. I wear it every other day besides Halloween.
so you won't know if it's actually him or not.
Yeah, you won't know it's me. Yeah.
Um,
Prakash, send it to Ty, or if you want, I'll send it to me. I'll send it to Ty. Ty has a announcement. He wants you guys to use super chats more, or else I might not read all of your comments. I mean, I will, but
um,
But yeah, we
Bradley,
encourage you guys to use super chats. We're not
Bradley,
forcing
didn't
it,
you
but
go with Austin to see Halloween Kills Tuesday, if I remember correctly?
Say that
I think
again.
Bradley went with Austin and William
Oh,
to South by
Bradley,
Dinner.
did you go to see Halloween Kills? No spoilers, but did you see Halloween Kills with Austin?
Yeah, I think he did.
By the way, okay, so you've seen the 2018 film?
Yes.
I don't know how I feel about her. I kind of find her a little bit off-putting, and Halloween's actually been pretty good in casting like good
Yeah.
female characters like her. She might be the best. This one right here, Danielle Harris. Those movies might not have been good, but she was freaking phenomenal.
Yeah,
Not to mention the Scream Queen herself, but this one, I don't know. Right. She kind of reminds me of Kirsten Dunst, but like, I don't know.
She's a bit weird, but I like her character. But she's a bit weird.
Yeah, she I don't know. There was I don't know how to explain it. There was something about her. I don't know. It just didn't click with me. I have nothing against her as an actress.
Yeah.
But she didn't click with me the way that every other character in the movies have. Hey, Saggy Melons, how are you? Welcome. We're talking all things Halloween. Bradley, Austin told me he did not like it, but then again, Austin likes The Last Jedi. So I have very little respect for him, even though he's my co-host. For a man who likes The Last Jedi but hates Scream, even though he hasn't seen Scream.
Me and Austin watched the Titans, not season finale, but the episode, and it was just terrible. I don't know why this.
She wasn't that great in Halloween Kills either. See, here's the thing with scary movies: if you're not on the side of the protagonists, like Josh Hartnett's kind of annoying, but like you're with him because of her. Even this movie, Halloween 6, you're rooting for Paul Rudd. Halloween 5 and 4, you're rooting for this little girl to get away. You're rooting for Dr. Loomis. You're rooting for Laurie Strode to get away from the shape. You're like, God, please help these people. But like with her, I don't know. I was just like, she dies. I was like Dolph Lundgren. I'm like, if she dies, she dies. If he dies, he dies. I don't know. Maybe she'll win me over in the new one. I thought the little relationship with her and her boyfriend was kind of forced. I didn't really care about that. Remember, there's a whole scene where she's at the school dance and he makes out with another chick or something. Do you remember that? And
yeah.
Then he throws her phone so that way she doesn't. You can feel like they were like, we need to come up with a story. How does she lose her phone? Aha! The boyfriend kisses someone else and then takes her phone and throws it away. He's like, yeah, what's up? And it kind of came out of nowhere. Like, you felt like they were like, crap.
It's like one of those things where like it's like the weird, not like he's the weird, like not so, but like he has some abusive tendencies, but he's not abusive.
But see, that kind of came out of nowhere too. Like he seemed like the perfect boyfriend until that scene, which is why I feel like they probably added that later. Because there was nothing indicating that like he was a jerk. The only thing is that like
this boyfriend needs to be a bit jerky too, but we also need to
learn
how to
use their phone. I realized is they said this. Remember when they all go out for dinner and Jamie Lee Curtis shows up and she kind of has a meltdown? Right. And Allison's dad, her dad is like, oh, your dad was Lonnie. I'm like, oh, I know who Lonnie is. I know who Lonnie is. In the original Halloween, there's a couple of kids who were bullying the other kid. There's 3 bullies. One of them is Lonnie. and then they actually go to Michael Myers' house and they try to sneak in, and then Dr. Loomis is like, "Hey, Lonnie, get your ass away from there." He kind of scares those kids. I'm like, that's Lonnie. So I'm like, okay, so if the dad was a bully, maybe the son is a bully. And from what I have heard, the character of Lonnie, who's supposed to be the boyfriend's dad, is in Halloween Kills. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's the only indication and I felt like then there's a scene with the boyfriend's friend who tries to kiss her, which I felt like came out of nowhere. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And then he gets killed by Michael, and I was like, okay, well, that kind of came out of nowhere. But other than that, like,
it was like one of those things where it's like they were doing test screenings for the movie, and then like the notes probably given by the producers were like, oh, we always have that jerky boyfriend, and then we always have, and also, how did she lose her phone? Show that, and then like,
and they went back and they're like,
they probably took those two ideas and combined the two,
exactly.
To just get the scene out of the way.
You don't see him again. I was like, oh, that boyfriend's gonna get killed. He's gonna get killed. That's it. That's the last time you see him. And I'm like, I know he's in the sequel.
Maybe we find out in Halloween Kills that he's dead.
Yeah, I think he's in the trailer, so I think they brought him back. So, but I was like, you can tell that scene was put in after the fact.
Yeah.
But people are like, no one would survive this. I'm like, dude, it's Halloween. Michael Myers has survived 2 fires. He survived getting his head chopped off because it actually wasn't him in H2O. He survived Busta Rhymes, trick or treat, mother. He survived all that. Michael Myers, in my opinion, of all the movie serial bad guys, is the coolest because 1, he's smart, and number 2, he doesn't say anything. There's something about him that I always thought was kind of cool as a bad guy. In the same way I think the Joker could be kind of cool. Doesn't mean you condone what he does. But yeah. The original the 2018 film did a couple of cool things. Remember I just mentioned the boyfriend's friend who tries to kiss her?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you remember when he's drunk, he's sitting on the lawn and there's like a motion sensor and he sees Michael Myers standing in the distance. Then the motion sensor goes off. Then it comes back on. Then it goes off. Then it comes back on. He's right there. That's good direction because you know what's going to happen. He's moving closer and he's going to get it. But that's what made the first movie. The tension's there, and it builds up. Light goes off, light goes on. Motion sensor goes off, motion sensor goes on. There was stuff like that I really liked about that movie. And in that sense, I'm curious. So this one is a lot like Halloween 2 because it takes place the same night as the original film, which is kind of interesting. Because I don't know if you know that Halloween 2 picks up right after this. So right after the events of Halloween 1 ends, Halloween 2 gets picked up, right? And so this is kind of doing the same thing.
Yeah.
There we go. Listening. All I'm going to say is she wasn't great in Halloween Kills after all. Calm down and take your top off. Is that for me or Caden? Take your top off.
That's an Austin thing. He will take off his, not all the way off.
You know what, guys? I'm working out. I'm not quite there yet, but when I'm there,
I remember when Jack's name.
I'm going to go Matthew McConaughey. Yeah,
it was like Get Jacked 1438.
I can kind of flex my man boobs a little bit, but I still got a lot of. I'm hitting the iron. I'm doing a lot of cardio. I ran 6 miles this week. I'm trying to get in shape. Because look, I don't know about Caden because I've actually never seen Caden's face. That's not a lie, by the way. I have no idea what Caden looks like. I saw it once briefly, and that's it. But I gotta be, I want to be the attractive one on the team. So I'm trying to get rid of this. I'm like Star-Lord. I'm trying to get some dumbbells, lose some weight. But thank you. I think he's the best icon. We don't have Freddy, Jason, or anyone without Michael. Exactly. Friday the 13th was a knockoff of Halloween. Even they admit that. They admit it was a knockoff. And the first one, it's his mom, which is clever. And the second one, it's Jason. But they didn't know what to do. So first they put a bag over his head. Then I think there's one part it's literally like, a bag with a hole in it. Then in the third movie, there's a character named Shelly, Friday the 13th Part 3, and he has a hockey mask. And after they made that movie, the hockey mask started selling like pancakes. Everyone started buying hockey masks. Yeah. And Paramount's like, okay, you know what? Let's stick with the hockey mask. So starting 4, 5, 6 days, it worked so well. Marlon says I wasn't a fan of the lesser characters at all in the 2018 film. Yeah, I also think I like Jamie Lee Curtis better than H2O.
That tends to be the case with certain horror movies that you're not supposed to be the fan of the lesser known characters because then they're gonna either be killed off or they're gonna kill them. Again, they'll be killed off at some point of the
Well, see,
series
that's
of movies
what
or whatever.
screams so well, because there are certain characters like, please don't kill Randy, please don't kill this person, and they die. You're like, no. Scream had a very
Right.
likable cast. They've always been really good with casting. And then, like, even if you go back to the original Halloween, that the trio of girls, they were likable. You know, you had the two who were kind of sultry. They're the ones who hook up with guys. Laurie's the virgin, and so you still kind of enjoyed their banter. And that was all Deborah Hill, by the way. Deborah Hill, who co-wrote the film, right here from Haddonfield, New Jersey, about 3 or 4 miles away. That's what she named Haddonfield after, her small town.
Oh, wow.
Which is right next to Voorhees, New Jersey. I could not make that up.
Right.
It's more fun
for all of you people that want a face reveal. I'm gonna post a cute little video of me and my dog on my Twitter right now.
Yeah, there we go. It's like Michael Myers. Just don't show him. Now it's kind of like more fun that they don't know. It's like Katsuka's gender. We just don't know, and we may never will. Say what about taking my shirt off? Caden face reveal. We'll have and for Katsuka we'll do like a gender reveal with like when they had pop the balloons. We'll have boy, girl, and then we'll have one for trans, or other whatever gender identity you have. We'll do a third one. Jack currently in a fan pack zone and getting 6-pack zone. In my opinion, you look fine, Jack. Oh, what are you, my girlfriend? Give me a break. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah. But no, I've always tried. I've lost about 6 pounds in the last few weeks, so that's good. You should have seen me, man, when I was in college. Ooh, boy. My hairline, my forehead was not so large either. Austin Lean, everyone wants to see your piercings. Yeah, he's showing them, guys. Austin, you and Paul take each other's shirt. What the hell are you trying to turn Lean on me into, Leonardo? That's not the sleazy show. Jive with Jack is supposed to be the sleazy show.
It seems like he's always in the mood whenever, Austin and Paul are on screen. Or
maybe he is.
Like
I'm trying to get some sex appeal on the show. If Austin showing his nip, if I have to shell out Austin, I will do that. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, look who decides to join us.
Hold on. Yeah! Let's go! Yeah, we're all gonna get naked! Let's go! What's up, man? How you doing? All right, now. I'm doing pretty good.
Now I'm gonna put a shirt on.
Yeah, put a shirt on. Let me see if we get Caden back. Caden was here too. Where did Caden go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it's just Jack with, I don't know which one's Caden, I don't know which one's Austin, but one of them is one of these boxes up here. But we're just talking Halloween, and I'm glad to see the chat's alive talking about Halloween. I love these movies, even the bad ones. I like Halloween 6. We have Bradley. Bradley said
Bradley's like, oh God, Austin really did that.
Yeah, he did that.
Yes,
yeah,
Austin really did that.
There you go. You preverts. You didn't even send a super chat. Austin, we could have made some money off of this. We could have said, send us $10. Take your shirt off. I am not doing that, by the way. You send $10. I'm keeping that.
You said $10. Listen, I'm cheap. I'm easy. Okay, I'm the guy on the look. I'm your value pack of
oh my God.
of a $10 gets you some.
I kind of like how we're kind of turning into the Howard Stern show. Like we're not like take your speaker on the subwoofer.
Yeah,
and we'll have Austin beatbox like.
I'm not wearing pants or underwear right now. It's a party. No, I'm kidding. I have pants on. I swear.
Oh, you don't know what I'm wearing underneath this. You missed it. I was just like Michael Myers at the start.
I'm wearing a kilt right now. That's what I'm wearing. No, I saw you guys talking about Halloween. I saw somebody.
I know you saw it. So
I know somebody brought up my shirtlessness, and he said, Leonardo. There's Leonardo. Leonardo loves him. Leonardo. OnlyFans coming just for Leonardo. It's going to be $99 though.
But Leonardo, we'll start an OnlyFans for you, for Austin, and Austin, that money half of it goes to my pocket because I'm the one who. Before this, we never even used the S word on the show. We never used the S word. We would just say that thing adults do.
Well, exactly, and I need a pimp, obvidly. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and what better than I?
What better than I?
And dude, listen. Anytime like they don't show up, a pimp beats up the customers who don't pay. I show up with this thing and a kitchen knife. I'm like, and I'm not even gonna say anything. And I'm just gonna be like,
Oh man, did you get to see the pictures that we got with Michael Myers?
No. I'm gonna wear that Saturday night, by the way.
Here.
I know that they'll tell us to remove it, but whatever. I'm like, whatever. I'll put it on for 1 second. Just put it on. You have the pictures? Yeah, upload them. You are safe on the super chat front. That money goes into Jack's Pornhub. So Jack does not watch Pornhub.
Yeah, come on, guys. It's what is it?
Do better. Be
Brazzers?
better. Be thinking. Be
No,
right.
I don't watch Pornhub anymore.
Anymore. Come on, guys. If you're just paying for porn,
When was October 12th? Was that 2 days ago? Oh, yeah.
Get a Twitter account.
Yeah, if you got those pictures, upload them into the thing. But
yeah, I'm gonna pull them up.
First off, real quick, did you like it or no? I think you said you tweeted you weren't too crazy about it.
Okay, so I'll give non-spoiler quick thoughts. And by the way, Bradley and I are gonna go live this Sunday and give our spoiler thoughts and get into it. But
on Tuesday.
Oh God, yeah, and then but look, it wasn't terrible. We got out and I saw it with William and Bradley. I had the pleasure of sitting next to William for the entirety of the movie, and he was not happy. He did not like the movie.
Okay.
He went on a good 20-minute rant afterwards. It was great. It was that was hilarious. It was really fun. Look, it wasn't terrible. The story is nothing compared to the 2018 version. It's a massive step down. And you were talking about how it feels like it feels like Halloween 2. It feels like the original Halloween. It's very cheesy. It's very campy.
See, I like Halloween 2. It's not as good as the first one, but I enjoy it.
So that's the thing. I don't dislike. I don't hate the movie. That's the best part about these Halloween movies. I think is no matter how bad the story gets, is as long as Michael kills some people in a fashionable way, you're gonna get. Look, if you go into those movies expecting more, I don't know. Look, 2018, I think, blew everybody away because they weren't expecting it to be so good, right? Now, because of that, they're coming in going, oh, these guys did a great job. We're expecting a great sequel. And it doesn't live up to the first one, but it is still fun. It's still, it's a good, look, man, a lot of these Halloween movies are just fun. Go out, watch them with your friends, have a good time. It's a good slasher film. Honestly, I'm talking about the best.
Jack was saying earlier that horror people don't care what critics think.
Yeah, that's the only genre where I don't pay attention to the critics.
And like I said, the big highlight was getting to hang out with Bradley and William and talk afterwards, and that was a lot of fun.
You should have recorded that.
I know I should have, but here we go. I got we'll go over here. And there we go. So there's Michael Myers right there.
They let the dude wear the mask in the theater because I'm gonna bring mine.
I don't think they let him wear it in the theater, but as soon as he came out, he put it on.
I'm gonna bring mine with me. I'll ask for permission. They all know me at the theater. I'll be like.
So this guy though, we're all talking in a group afterwards, and Homeboy comes up. And I think it was like William and Bradley talking, and I was kind of standing from it. And Homeboy just kind of comes up behind him and starts standing and staring. So he was in character the whole time. He never spoke. He never did.
Oh, really?
And then I was talking to his friends, the friends that were with him. They're cosplayers, and so he made the mask himself. It is incredibly detailed.
Wow.
It looks
the burn
good.
on the side of the face. I'll pull up.
So that's not made by. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. He it's pretty realistic there. Let me make that big there. But yeah, man, no, it was it was fun getting to meet Michael. That was a big big highlight.
I'm gonna ask you a question. You don't have to answer it. How tall are you?
I am 5, I think 10 or something.
Okay, so you're my height because he looks shorter than I don't know.
This is definitely a short.
He looks shorter than you.
He's not movie accurate. Michael movie height.
Well, actually, the original Michael Myers was only 5'10", 5'11",
okay.
But he was skinny, so.
Well, this dude in this Michael Myers in this series, he's massive. He's looming. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
And there he is. Oh, that's the clay. Yeah. Yep. There you go. But no, it was a lot of fun.
Just
dude
went to space, and I came back, and there was something on the wing.
Oh my God! Then we got the 3 of us there.
So who's who?
So that's me. Let's see. That's Bradley, and that's what. Actually, no. We'll say that's William, and that's Bradley. Okay, guys. Everybody remember that.
Yes.
One on the right is Bradley, and the one in the black hoodie is William.
Don't mind
and don't you forget it. But it was a lot of fun. Right. Get your Duncan. Look, it was a lot of fun, and like I said, it was like after I took the pictures of Bradley and William with Michael Myers, I was admiring him and being like, dude, this is so sick. Like, what a great. It's just fun, to be in the moment like that. And then he just kind of walks up to me and puts his hand on my throat, and I was like, yeah, get pictures, let's do it. Yeah. It was a lot. I'm that type of person because I was talking to somebody else, and they were like, oh, you just let him walk up to you and put his hands on your throat. I'm like, look, man, it's Vegas. So much shit happens here. Like, you just get it. We were getting in the elevator, and I think I had just asked Bradley like moments before, like, oh, how long you been in Vegas, man? And he's like, oh, like 2 months. And we're getting in the elevator, and this chick walks out, who's like plastered drunk, her and her boyfriend, just gone. She walks out, she looks at me, I have a mask on, and she goes, hey, I know you. How you been? Oh, and I'm like, oh, hey, how you doing? Great. I had fun with it. I get into conversation, blah, blah, blah. And then the boyfriend started looking at her a little bit, and she's like, okay, bye. And I was like, bye. And Bradley was like, and I was like, yeah, welcome to Vegas. Yeah, you get used to it.
Well, there you go.
So that's always fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna take mine with me. I'm gonna put my regular clothes underneath, and I'll ask them like, look, can I put this on, take some pictures? Because I know
you're I don't know if you walking up in a Michael Myers mask is a different thing than this dude. I think you're a little bit more intimidating. I think.
Yeah. I was telling her how to work it out.
People might actually be afraid. But let's see. I bet Austin didn't say to Michael's face that his movie was bad. Otherwise, he wouldn't be here today. I did not. No, I did not say that to his face. You're absolutely correct. I was smarter than that. I was smarter than the people in the movie who died by Michael Myers' hands.
He'll be haunted by Michael, and his family will be haunted, and his loved ones will be haunted by.
Real quick, before I forget. We are doing a watch party tomorrow night of the 2018 film. Is that correct, Caden?
No, the 2019 or this one, Halloween Kills. We're watching Halloween Kills. It's on Peacock. It's on Cop of Peas.
Watch party of the 2018 film.
I'm watching that one tonight, so I can recap for tomorrow.
Well, if you want to do a watch party tonight, do a watch party with that then. If you want to, on Twitch.
If you want, you can do it. You want.
If you want to.
If you want to, Caden.
That is true. So that's exactly when Michael Myers creeped up. William was ranting, like literally going off, dude. William came out of this movie and was like, I hate this movie. This is not a Halloween movie. Who did this? And then I told him Danny McBride did it, and he goes, oh my God, if I would have known that, I would have never shown up. It was, and like,
you know what? Danny McBride. I mean, who would have thought?
He did well. I think they did well with the first one, right? There was definitely some humorous parts. That kid that falls on the gate and goes through his jaw and stuff. That was hilarious to me. I was dying. I was so happy when he died. And he makes a cameo in this. It's really good.
If we're sharing what we did yesterday, I'm sharing what I did yesterday too.
Yeah, of course. What'd you do yesterday, man?
I have to one up people, and it's not because I'm insecure. No, keep talking.
Okay. I was waiting. What did you do yesterday, man?
I gotta.
Was it something with your right hand? That's me. Yeah, let me remove that.
There we go. So that's, by the way, guys, if you're wondering, that is Kevin, my intern. He showed up at the new place I do trivia. They posted that. This is a place called M's. But here we go. Let's take a look at this. Here we go. This place is so cool.
Were you getting crunk?
What are we doing, Jack?
We're doing Quizar night, and look how pumped this place is. Wait, hold on, Loretta.
We're putting this on the internet. Are you guys having fun? Make some noise.
Imagine they made no noise.
Yeah, I know,
you guys having fun with that?
It's like,
come to M's place.
They're like, no.
I mean, that's the life. I get to be in a microphone, have people.
Dude,
I can't get that anywhere else.
One of these days, man, I am going to surprise show up at one of your trivia. And I'm just gonna walk in and be like, Yeah, drinks on Jack. Let's go.
No, listen. It's a fun crowd. It's a youngish crowd. Like sometimes you'll have some older people. It's young people. This place is kind of like an hipster kind of like place. It's kind of so I do very different.
I get it on with the older people. I have an older people.
Oh yeah, the older guys. The German club with me. German club is like older people, and we're trying to bring younger people in. It's a fun way to meet new people because people have fun with each other. Yeah, thank you. No, Prakash, that's weird. That's what they call me. I'm not joking. Like they call it the quiz guy or the quiz master.
I like it.
That's what they call it. Yeah, and it's really fun. I get free food. I get free drinks. Yesterday, my sister was there, so I could throw a few back. I'm like, you're driving back. Yeah, it was pretty fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I mean, that's I don't know if they do anything like that here in Vegas. I'm sure they do, but
apparently
they used to do. We have I think it is a Philly thing because isn't where does the Office take place in Philadelphia?
It's near Philly, Scranton. Scranton's yeah.
Okay, so right, but there's that episode that they go to a quiz. There's a quiz episode.
Yeah.
But they do that every now and again here in Vegas. They do but they make it an event. So it's like a 2 or 3 night thing, and it's a bar hop. So all the bars on Fremont participate. You go and they do The Office, the Marvel, all that type of stuff.
Yeah,
it's a lot of fun.
So we're kind of doing something like that for Halloween. So you guys know on Thursday nights I do that German place.
Yeah.
So I'll be dressed up in character.
What?
Yeah. Well, and there are no Germans there. And Germans, by the way, if there's anyone German watching, I apologize, are the last ethnicity in the world you can kind of make fun of and no one gets mad. It's like, yeah, they're Germans, They kind of have
even they know.
Yeah, even they kind of know. But where we do this thing called Fright Night, right? And we didn't do it last year because of COVID and the regulations and the lockdowns and stuff like that. And it was actually kind of cool. We turn the lights down, we do 1 or 2 rounds of trivia. The whole time I'm blasting music that would make the founders of the club turn in their graves. We do $4 shots. All right, folks, that's the end of round 3. Bring up your hit sheets. And today's next round is sponsored by Lil Jon. Shots.
Yeah,
and I have 2 PA systems blasting and put the bass up all the way. The bar makes so much money that night, and it's really cool. You have some older people dressed up. You have a lot of younger people dressed up. You might have a couple of teenagers in there. We do card. You're allowed to come, but you can't drink. They will card you. But I think it's
really
a fun atmosphere, and that place is haunted. So they've actually had ghost teams come there and do episodes. There are stories that the manager will tell you about seeing people who died. You see their ghosts and apparitions. I don't know, but the place checked.
Send me over there. I'll get drunk and then I'll be exercising.
So what I did was 2 years ago, when Modern Warfare came out, I got the version with the night vision goggles, and it's multiple. There's a couple of bars and a couple of halls. We do ours in one. I actually walked around with the night vision goggles in pure blackness. It was both spooky and cool. I'm just walking around.
It was both
night vision goggles because you can't see anything. But you put the night vision goggles on, you can see everything. And I'm like, all right. And then one of the manager's offices was nearby, and she freaked out when she saw me because all she saw was a red light, infrared. I'm like, oh, it's me, Jack. I'm just
it's just around. Me, the ghost hunter, Jack.
Just
could you imagine she turns around and you're in full Ghostbusters outfit too?
Yeah.
You got the backpack.
999. Oh my God, I do a German accent sometimes to make fun of the place, and the manager's like, dude, stop. But I'm like, you know what? I'm a board member now, so I became an official member of the German club. I am as German as Helen Keller, all right?
Stop. Oh, my God.
I meant to say, what's her name? Anne Frank. That's what I meant to say.
You're terrible.
I just pulled the Clerks, too, when he switches up Helen Keller and Anne Frank. So you're so blind, even Anne Frank could see it. Sorry, but yeah. Let's see if I can...
Dude, that scene from Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, oh, my God.
99999!
Peren Juden!
Bro, just literally, that is, in my opinion, one of the greatest Tarantino movies.
I always go back and forth with that in Pulp Fiction because I love Pulp Fiction. Though watching Inglourious Bastards, you know what? That just might be my masterpiece. I'm like, you know what, Quentin? It might just be because that movie is so freaking good. These are my babies right here. These are my babies right here. Here we go.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow!
They came with Modern Warfare. You have to buy the
Dear God, the $300 revision?
Yeah. There we go. And yeah, what's cool is you turn it on and it'll say Modern Warfare, and I gotta readjust these And basically you have 4 lenses, and then they become one lens like this. And when you're in light, it'll turn into normal camera mode. So if someone turns on the light, it doesn't hurt your eyes. And then turns off the light, it goes back into night vision mode. But it's actually pretty cool. I actually have to get the straps lengthened a little bit because I do have a large head. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And I did the whole quiz of like, so I was the Punisher. I had because I was like, all right, I have night vision goggles. Who can I be? The Punisher. I said, put on a black overcoat, a Punisher skull, because the Punisher uses night vision goggles sometimes. So
right.
Yeah, I mean, these are pretty cool. I mean, actual night vision goggles were like $10,000. These are probably like 30 years old in terms of technology. That's the one that they give to us. They're like, hey, you normies who want to go out and play Spreechin, see sexy. I thought Kazuko was the sexy one. Let me see. Spreechin, DC sexy. Hold on, I gotta look up what that says. Ooh, I don't know what that means. I'm trying to do a.
Dude, I don't know why. All this talk of you know, bar and all that got me reminiscing of my my drinking days. Now that I don't drink anymore, but
oh, you don't?
No, I do drink. I do. Okay. Not that I don't drink anymore. I've just, you know, I have a beer every now and again is basically where I'm at, or, you know, my
just stay away from brandy.
The little Mexican in me. Well, see, my brandy is the little Mexican that comes out every now and again, wants some tequila, and then that turns into something. But it got me reminiscing, and I started like going through my photos and stuff of like, because we used to go.
Are you hitting on me right now? Because apparently,
I
said I don't know if Kasuka's a guy or a girl. I said you'll never know. So I said in my head, like it's like a 19-year-old Japanese girl, very busty. Then he's like, no, I'm actually a guy. I'm like, nope, not anymore. Nope, in my head.
Not my head. Yeah, but no, man, we used to go out and, you know, like I said, on Fremont, there's a lot of different bars and you can bar hop and things like that. And there's a, I don't know if you ever heard. I had a friend of mine from Marina that I forgot what he calls it, but it's something. I think it was like Irish car bomb or something like that. I could be wrong, but
they stopped making those in Philly because all the Irish got offended. Is that it's like half a pint of Guinness with a shot of the milky type thing, and you chug it? I used to be an ace at that. And now they won't sell it on St. Patrick's. Like, I'm sorry, that's offensive to me. How would you like it?
Okay.
Drink cola. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm still calling it a car bomb.
So we go out, right? And my friend tells me about this godforsaken drink. And I'm like, I've never heard of this. I don't know what this is. And so he orders one, and like you said, it's a glass of Guinness, and then it's Irish cream. And you throw the Irish cream.
Bailey's Irish cream, yeah.
Yeah, it's Bailey's Irish cream. You throw that into the glass of Guinness, and you got to chug it fast because if not, the cream turns into something nasty.
Kind of like Mentos and Coke, yeah.
Exactly. And then on top of it, I don't know, he added something else in there. I'm pretty sure he added like Jack Daniels to it or something like that, something crazy. So we do that, right? I'm like, okay, that was interesting. Nothing to write home about just yet. It's kind of delicious. So I'm like, let's do one more. We do one more.
Mm-hmm.
We start to play some pool, and I swear to God, I saw.
You saw God.
That's how
drunk you got.
I saw God, but before I saw God, I saw the room literally go like, like like the scene from Inception with when Joseph Gordon-Levitt's trying to get everybody to the elevator. It just all starts moving. Yeah, that's basically what I was, and yeah, that was something. Another time, like my 22nd birthday, I had a goal to have 22 shots of tequila that night.
Woo!
I made it to about 27, 28.
Oh, shoot.
I have the actual video of me on the side of the strip, like Fremont Street. We're heading to another bar. I'm like, we're about to get there. I'm like, hold on, guys. I find a trash can, take 2 fingers, get to work. You know, good couple minutes later, I take my shirt off, scream, head to the next bar, and we go at it again. It was a lot of fun. I was I was a bit of a party. He said I'm basic and get Jack and Coke most of the time. Dude, I enjoy myself a good Jack and Coke, but also...
my friend Jen, I texted her just now. She has a video of me at my birthday a couple of years ago.
Pulling out videos.
A homeless guy playing his guitar.
I've been asked that a lot after the 22nd birthday.
22 shots.
Oh, no, it was like 28 shots of tequila, like 6 Jack and Cokes, because then I went to the casino and gambled after with the guys. You know, like 5
Fireball.
Oh, oh, me and Fireball go way back. We go way back.
That is nasty. My sister, the last time we did our birthday, because last year I got COVID on birthday. Me and my sister have the same birthday. We're not twins.
Hold on, I just got to say real quick, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a very special episode of Jivin' with Jack, Drunk Stories with Jivin' and us, with Jack and Austin. Yeah,
well, okay, so
I me as the moderator.
I feel like I should be having a beer right now or something.
Yeah, well, you know what happens when I do that. Oh boy! I hope we can tell that story one day and laugh about it, but not today.
I think we can, but one day.
But basically, this is the birthday in 2019. So we have the same birthday. We go to a place. I usually do an open bar, so everyone who comes in, you pay $20, all you can drink for about 2 hours, right? That way you don't have to spend a lot of money. My sister did it. Her friends did it, and then her friends kept buying her Fireball. She got so sick that we had to take a Uber back home. My birthday ended at like 11:30 at night, and I'm back home. I'm like, 11:30 at night, because I can't let her go by herself. And yeah, so she didn't realize how strong Fireball is. She's not the drinker in the family. I'm the one who's drinking.
She's not the drinker of the
No,
family.
She doesn't like drinking. She gets like a chick, like she'll get a Malibu Bay Breeze. She'll have like one. But like she was already drinking, and her friends were like, here's some Fireball. Let's do shots. And all of a sudden, her one friend comes and be like, your sister is so sick right now. You're not being a good brother by taking care of her. I was about to punch this chick. I was like, who the hell are you? I'm like, you know, because like I'm very laissez-faire with my sister. I'm not like one of those controlling, because in our part of the world where we're from, men can be very controlling. I'm not like that at all. I'm like, go have fun. Go hang out with your friends. I'll be with my friends. But she's like, you're not taking care of your sister. She's throwing up. I'm like, good. She's having fun. But like, she has to go home. I'm like, wait, what? Like, yeah, she has to go home. I'm like, but it's only 11. And then COVID happens. And we don't have places like that anymore. So.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Fireball did her in.
So look, Fireball was where I started. That was like literally the first thing I had to drink. The first time I got drunk. I drank a lot of it, and then I got in a hot tub, not knowing what a hot tub does to people who are drunk.
Oh, so, whoa, what does it do?
Oh, dude.
I've never been drunk in a hot tub.
Oh, dude, the heat takes the alcohol straight to your head.
Oh.
You are drunk in seconds. It's incredible, but terrible. Dude,
look, India has alcohol. They banned alcohol in Pakistan like 30 years ago, and the country's been going downhill. Stuff like that is necessary. Like, all of a sudden, they got uber religious. They banned bars. They banned discotheques back in the 70s. And all of a sudden, everyone just got like a huge stick up their butt, and everyone's like blowing each other up for the last 40 years. But alcohol is important to a society. It helps take the edge off. I genuinely believe. Look how bad things got. People need. If you're angry and you just go to a bar and have a drink and have a smoke, that's how people get through their day. Play a little Quizzo. I'm saying. Caden, are you of age? What kind of age are we talking about? I hope alcohol. Because Leonardo's everyone today.
Easy now.
No, I'm not that. No.
Caden is not old
2 years. 2 years.
2 years. They drink. Dude, Prakash, if the traffic in India is like it is in Pakistan, that's a nightmare. Because the road, it's not as well. Like, they have traffic laws and no one obeys them.
Oh my.
Like, people just drive around and you have horse and carts and stuff, and it's like, it's pretty scary.
Speaking of like stories and stuff, it's not a drunk story, obviously, because like you said, I'm not a baby.
Could you imagine? Hey guys, remember the one time in 9th grade I was so lit? No, okay, go ahead.
but King Tut curse. That's one word that explains it all. And school lockdown, scared kids, King Tut's curse, shadowy figures, and weed.
Weed? Oh God, that's my favorite thing. Anyways,
I feel
I do want to show this. This is just a glimpse.
One time at band camp, nice reference.
That one time in,
I thought that's something
overnight
awesome would have
camp.
done back in the day. Like, yeah, I was in band camp.
Oh, well, for me it was youth camp, and that was.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I won't go. I won't tell it. But here's a little glimpse. Here's a taste, a sneak peek of the events of or the effects of 22 shots of tequila on your 22nd birthday. But no, I'm not going to show you the video because I do have video of me throwing up in the.
That up.
I have video of me throwing, but I have also video. This is the video of right after because I don't want to show you guys the grossness of.
Right.
Oh,
I know Jack. I'll show Jack after the show. I'll show you. But
these episodes aren't monetized, so whatever. Yeah.
Right. We just got. So here we go. This is immediately after. This is immediately after throwing up in a trash can.
Oh,
and we're heading straight to the next.
Moon rally.
Then we end up at the next bar, and this.
I just want to see some tongue. I just want to see some. I'll pay for it. Just give me some tongue.
Get the tongue in.
Happy birthday to you.
Yes. I remember that video. Oh my god.
Oh god. He meant to mute himself. Yes. Oh god, I broke Jack. I did it. Oh my god. Oh, let's play it again. Let's play it again just for fun.
I just want to see some tongue. I just want to see some. I'll pay for it. Just give me some tongue.
Get the tongue in.
Happy birthday to you.
Proud to start singing.
Just like seeing the video before and then that video, it makes it even more intense of what's going on.
Prakash, you make a good point. Videos like these should be member only.
I wonder if Ty has any videos like that.
You're insane, Austin.
Oh, I got videos.
Insane. Austin's insane.
I got videos. It's great. That same night.
I have embarrassing pictures, but no videos. I mean, there's one of me drunk singing at a open mic night. It was a business event, and all the NBA kids just Justin, we're just exchanging. Justin has seen me very, very, very drunk. Yo, Andrew Caselli, what's up? Justin, if you have any great drunk stories about me, please be welcome to share. I don't remember most of them, but I remember one time it was me, Justin, Kristen, her friends, and one girl, Ashley. She got sick, and they all left, and I'm like, where the hell is everyone? I'm like at the place by myself, and like an hour later, like, yeah, we're back home. Ashley got sick. I'm like, what the? Oh my god,
dude!
I mean, look at Power Talks. Like, let's stop talking about getting drunk and women. Let's talk about Batman. We do have a. Kane, pull that up just to pull it up. Yeah, just pull it up just in case, because there's no music in it. I don't know. It's a tweet. It's a tweet.
It's just a tweet.
But yeah, Justin and I had some good times. Let me see.
Yeah, we've had some good times too. I just found another couple videos. I have living in Vegas and stuff. You get to once you become of age and stuff.
You're in Vegas,
You get to really have some fun. I had some friends, and this was the fun time. I had some friends that, he went to college in Syracuse, New York, and they came back for vacation. He came back with his friends. And so they wanted to do like the tourist, stay on the strip and everything. And we did the whole experience. I never knew you could even do any of this stuff. I figured it out that night, and I now know how to do a lot of things. So we got a free limo, the limo, and everybody gave us like,
oh my.
Dude, they gave us like $200. You see, one time we had to get your friend some shoes because he only ever wore boots. What?
I remember that night. That's my buddy AJ. He used to always wear boots. And then certain bars and clubs, they have rules. You can't wear boots.
Really?
So we get there.
We have that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So like he's like, I don't have anything. And I'm like, all right, Keating, just do this. There's a freaking Payless down the street. Just go get some shoes. Here's my card. Go get some shoes. Because now we were like, at a place where like he's about to say, well, if I can't go in, none of us can go in, even though you weren't really there for him. But
yes,
so I think Justin went with him. Justin went with him. They got him shoes, and then he bought the shoes, and then he lost them. He's like, I lost the shoes.
Oh my god.
Oh, the shoes he bought on my card. That's great.
That's nice.
I'm gonna see if I can find a photo of that night of me and Justin. We were out that night. That was a really good night. And then one night, Justin, do you remember we were at McGillen's and it was just you and me, and I don't know. This is before he was engaged or married. There was these two girls next to us, and one of them was like a power lifter. She was like she was like a really fit, good looking fit. And I was like, you want to talk to her? And he's like, no. Like, excuse me, hi, my friend Justin's afraid to talk to you. And then he's all smooth. He immediately just goes right into conversation. I remember that night. But every time I've hung out with Justin, I have been incredibly. And Justin, you haven't been here in a while, man. I'm like, Justin's got to get here. I'm see if I can find that photo. But anyway, Austin.
Here's that what we mentioned earlier. I found it. So this isn't me, but because if I did this, I would have died. So this is a quick shout out to my boy Josh. Josh did this.
Oh my god, Josh.
This is the no, it's not that Josh.
It's different Josh.
Okay, this is a different Josh.
Okay.
Shout out to my boy Josh. This is the Irish car bomb. I think like 2 back-to-back once and died.
You have the video?
This kid.
Back to back. Kill it? Okay, that's done. Easy. Oh, God, he's punishing himself.
All right.
Everybody's taking a look at this one. Look at that.
Second one. Good boy.
Even the bartender's staring. Everyone's horrified by you.
Let's go.
Dude, you gotta finish this. We paid like $50 for this. Holy shit.
Done. And ladies and gentlemen, give it up for my boy Josh. Please give my boy Josh a hand.
But you know what he did? He the way we do it, so we don't pour it in, we drop the shot in the glass.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's the other way of doing it. But yeah, that was a really good night. Oh my God, yeah. Jesus, 4. I haven't done that much St. Patrick's Day since before COVID, man. I missed life before COVID.
Oh God. It's this is like I said, welcome to this special episode. It's Drunk Stories with Driving with Chad.
Yeah. I mean, who wants to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home now?
Batman, when you can watch me ride a giant penis.
Yeah, if you guys missed that,
you can rewind and watch it again.
If you missed it,
I just want to see some tongue. I'll pay for it. Just give me some tongue.
the tongue in.
Happy birthday to you.
That's an official clip for the channel now. That's Dane. That's Dane.
Oh, I got Justin. Do I have your permission to show a picture from that night? It's not a bad picture. It's just a picture from that night.
He's like, I found one. It's the triathlon athlete. I think it's been used. Do any of these stories end in frolicking or groping?
I have those too, but
I'm not at liberty to tell.
I don't want to, because
shut.
So that's Justin. That's our friends, Chris. And that was that night where he forgot the boots. My friend's, I think, the one taking the picture. But that was all of us.
Say what?
So that's Justin right there, the tall, handsome gentleman right there.
Oh yeah.
That's Justin. So this.
Well, I obviously can tell it's not you. He's the better looking one.
Yeah. Oh, easy there. Oh man, I was ripped there, by the way.
Well, no, you're ugly as. I mean, what? I love you.
What? Oh yeah.
I'm kidding. I love you.
But those are our friends. And so this is the night where my friend Keating had shoes, and his boots we had to send him to go get. But that was that night.
Yeah.
Oh man.
See, that's the thing. It was we were screwed. So when that happens to us, we're on Fremont, and where Fremont is it's not like the Strip. So there's not any malls or anything where you can buy clothes. It's literally the edge of town, East Vegas, another street over. You're gonna get shot because it's 4th and 6th. It's I'm not kidding you. That's what Fremont is. But hey, can you find this out, Caden? So Dune says, Dune.
Yeah.
Wow. Good morning, everybody. I only woke up about an hour ago. Some Dune news too. That they're releasing it a day early.
They're dropping at 6 p.m. EST.
So they're pulling the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Dude, what do you think helped kill the Suicide Squad? Everybody watched it at home at 7 o'clock instead of going to the movies at 7 o'clock when they normally put it out.
I'm not seeing Halloween on Peacock. Like, I'm going. I bought my ticket already. I'm going.
I'm seeing Halloween on Peacock from now on.
I look at after I've seen it on theaters, but like maybe like if it's not, but
first seen it on.
So yeah, that's not good. Look, first of all, I've long been saying this that I understand the HBO Max strategy, and I think for certain films it's good. And William has an interesting argument against this, that this is actually a good thing because there's not a lot of anticipation for the movie, and so this is going to make it more marketable. More people are going to see it. But
it might not make that money though. That's the thing.
That's the thing. It won't make the money. And number two, there are movies that only come around like. Look, Avatar is whatever you say about the story. I don't care. You only got to see that movie once in theaters, and it was an experience. The visuals of that film, everything about it. Same with Lord of the Rings. Same with I think Dune. I think is going to be one of those movies. It's going to be a theatrical experience. It's going to be something that you're going to.
That's how I feel about The Matrix, also.
Yeah,
That's also going to be on HBO.
Exactly. Yeah, you're going to want to see The Matrix in theaters. Thankfully for me and Bradley, we'll be seeing it Monday night. So stay tuned for that. But
wait, when does Dune come out?
Next week.
Okay, it comes out next Thursday.
Next Thursday. Okay.
Shout out William. He got me and Bradley in for next Monday's early screening.
So what does that mean for?
See, Jack, move to Vegas so you can get contacts and be famous.
What does that mean?
Bradley and William are basically celebrities here in Vegas. Everywhere we go, they recognize us. People throw money at us. They throw their clothes at us. Women throw their shirts at us. Men throw their underwear at us. It's a bit. Everybody just wants.
Austin's lying.
We are famous.
Over exaggerating.
It's not an over exaggeration. It's absolutely how it is. Come to Vegas. But no, I do think that certain movies they should have left out of the day and date thing. I think Dune, Matrix, even Godzilla versus Kong did pretty well in theaters without. So I think some of these things they should have thought a little bit more about.
Yeah.
So yeah, as Bradley said, I'm glad people will watch it regardless. But this lessens the change. So now this is the thing, Denis.
Sorry, I was listening. There we go.
Denis.
Villeneuve. That's what I say.
Villeneuve or something like that. I'm closer that way. I know that. But he came out and said that as long as there's a good audience reaction to the film, that HBO has told him he gets to do part 2. They're being understanding with the whole money thing and all that, and so hopefully, because look, this is
really like Dune.
Yeah, exactly. Watch it a bunch of times and all
more
that.
Than 15 lines in the movie.
Yes, I'm super hyped. I got to finish part 1 of the book. Oh yeah. Bradley's gonna let me borrow the book.
Just go to the library.
Back off, Jack. Okay.
Vegas doesn't have libraries.
We don't have libraries. It's a bar, okay? And a casino. But let's see. They released an image of Timothy Chalamet as Willy Wonka. Did you see that? I did. I'm actually looking forward to that. Bradley says facts. Oh yeah, of our fame is what he's referring to. That Caden doesn't obviously know about. A 45-day only theatrical run should be mandatory during the pandemic, after which can be released on streaming. I think for some of these films, look, I also been saying that I think the indie films in the 50 million budget range that aren't IPs or anything, I think we're going to start to see a time where they just don't go to theaters. You're going to see those movies going to Netflix.
The Oscar films that are usually the Oscar films, no one was watching to begin with, but now they have like zero chance.
Right. They're declining more and more and more, and you're seeing even now that there was a literal push, I think, over the last couple years for the Oscars to add like a blockbuster category, because the market's being saturated with all these big budget films and stuff, and the Oscars for some reason does not acknowledge them, and so. That's even been a conversation at the Oscars, is do we add another category acknowledging like the superhero movies or the IPs or something like that? Like you said, it's just on the decline. These, but you have your non-anomalies. every now and again. You know, Quiet Place did really well. First and the second one. And so you have these movies. A lot of all of Jordan Peele's films, right, are low budget horror films. They do.
Horror movies could be kind of immune to that because people like getting scary movies. So
yeah.
But aside from that, you know, I to some degree, because next year, how many movies are we getting between Marvel, Sony, and DC? It's gonna be crazy. So if there's another Pulp Fiction out there, we may not even see it. I saw a phenomenal movie a couple weeks ago called Cop Shop. Really good.
The strike that's about to happen on Monday.
Right. So what's the deal with the strike?
So there's been an update today also that Mando has stopped production today.
Oh crap!
Really?
Because they're scared that if they stop production next week, it won't even So they're stopping production before they even start on episode 3. Or so then they get at least the first 2 episodes done.
Okay.
And so then Secret Invasion that just started filming yesterday. Oh wait, no, actually today or yesterday, whatever it started filming, might also be there's a lot of things that are about to be done, that production might be halted, post-production, pre-production. All these things are being at risk because AMTP does not want to renew these contracts and want to add certain qualifications, especially during the pandemic and because of streaming. The streaming and pandemic are the 2 major problems that cause this whole thing. Because streaming productions are way different from a theatrical or a network production.
Oh yeah.
Pandemic has screwed production because lunch breaks are shorter, but call times are earlier. So it's but they're not putting that into the contracts. So it's it's a big deal, and and hopefully they come up with something by the end of the week before Sunday and Monday comes, because if they don't, then we might have another big stack of movie delays next week.
That's always
and the crazy thing is also the Batman's at risk, and that has a trailer this Saturday.
Why would Batman? Isn't it done or
post-production?
Oh, post-production.
Because post-production. So, crazy thing is, yesterday, or today, I'm fusing 2 days into one right now. I don't know. Chloe Zhao just revealed that post-production is done for Eternals, so Eternals is safe. But what does that mean for No Way Home? What does that mean for the Batman? What does that mean for Dune is safe, I believe, also. Well, obviously, because
if they mess with No Way Home.
It's No Way Home.
Right.
What's also No Way Home, Matrix 4.
Mark my words, I will riot. They mess with No Way Home.
Like anything after this week, any movie that comes out after these next 2 weeks are at risk.
Oh my God.
Dear God. Hollywood, get your shit together.
What you need to do is come to Philly and come to my party. Get drunk. What can we do? We can watch movies there. They got big TVs.
We'll make a movie. Not that kind of movie.
Yeah, we'll make that kind of movie too. I'll put my mask on. They'll never know it's me.
They'll never know.
They'll never know.
Hey, you know what? That's the one great thing about the Halloween movie. The score, out of this world.
Oh, yeah.
So good. So good.
Yeah. So, holy crap, it's 6:03. You know what? I like this show, and I like Tuesday's show, despite what some people have said. I like these shows.
Yeah, man, I like it too. This is it's laid back, a little bit more. News hasn't been as busy lately, so we have to come up with other ways to entertain people.
One more Halloween thing. Jamie Lee Curtis at the premiere dressed up as her mom. So her mom was Janet Leigh in Psycho, so she dressed up like her at the premiere. Let me get
because it was a dress up Halloween premiere. Jason Blum dressed up as Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was hilarious. I want to try to find a photo of it.
Oh my God, if you can, but Go look for the photo, but like, so this is Janet Leigh, who also did a cameo in Halloween H2O. She dressed up like her in the movie, and her mother, of course, was a great actress. Her father, Tony Curtis, another great actress. She credits her mom for being the first Scream Queen, so she dressed up like her, which I thought was kind of cool. Jamie Lee Curtis arguably has the best, out of a talented family, has probably the best career. I love that. Yeah, she looked great. But yeah, so we have something happening Saturday, right? We have a fandom, and Mr. Matt Reeves put this photo out. Does anyone recognize that city? Is that supposed to be?
It's supposed to be Glasgow.
It's Glasgow. Okay, I was gonna say it doesn't look like an American city that I recognize at least.
But hold on, before we really move on, this is the picture.
Oh
yeah, Jason Blum.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
That is so awesome.
Yeah,
I love that.
That was pretty great.
But yeah, not Batman.
Yo, that picture.
Let's stop talking about getting drunk and giant penises. Now let's talk about Batman.
What about penis?
This is what people have paid to see. But here we go. You got it ready? Oh, you got it ready? Cool. Let me get rid of the comment. All right, guys. So this is the teaser. I have not seen it. I've seen like. Go ahead, Katie.
It's not just a signal. It's a warning.
It's not just a signal. It's a warning.
That honestly, that sounds better than vengeance.
Right. Well, it sounds like he's toned it down from like the kind of like the dark Knight, making it to more of just like a low whisper, whisper, Right. Or Kevin Conroy, Conroy kind of does that. So I like the voice. I do. It sounded pretty sick.
Play it again.
Play it again.
Yeah, play it again.
It's not just a signal. It's a warning.
Yeah, that's sick.
What's up with the red motif? So I'm trying to think. Like the Dark Knight always had like a light blue motif. Batman Begins had kind of like an orange motif. But yeah, this looks like early morning, or is that sunrise or sunset? I don't know.
That's sunrise.
Probably sunset. I don't know.
Oh.
Unless he was out all night.
It's the Dark Knight. Maybe he's about to go out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's north and what's east in this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, right there in the middle, there's a compass right there above that building. I just can't see what it's pointing towards. Those things that kind of spin like this.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that looks kind of cool. Well, the sun rises in the east, sets in the west. Isn't that what they're saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, that looks kind of.
I can't wait, man. I can't wait for that trailer. I can't. We're gonna be live. We're gonna be covering it. So you'll get to see me scream at the top of my lungs live, just like I did with all the other trailers.
Tomorrow we are getting the schedule.
Okay, so tomorrow's the schedule. It's 4 hours. I think the way Ty's designing it is that we'll all be on, but we'll be able to take like an hour break, each of us. So
I gotta leave around 5-ish, 5:50.
No, you don't, Jack. You're required to stay, or you're fired.
Well, by the time you leave, fandom will be over.
Yeah, because last year's fandom started like 1 and went to like 8, I think.
Yeah, it was a 12-hour thing. Yeah,
that was long.
Yeah.
Because they had panels and questions to answer.
Oh, it is morning. Check Reeves' Twitter. Okay.
But before we before we
okay.
lose the audience here, I wanted to give a quick live Jack Attack.
All right.
Just a quick one.
A quick one. All right, guys.
I got words. I got things I got to say real quick. All right.
I'm gonna count you down. I'm gonna count you down. Here we go.
Count me down. Count me down.
2, 1.
Titans is fucking garbage. Okay, let me tell you why. Look, all right. I've given this show a chance, all right? And there's a lot of great people out there that enjoy this show, and I am not, crapping on. If you like this show, that's great. That's totally fine. You have your reasons for it. That's, no judgment. However, I, on the other hand, hate this show. I don't think I've hated a show more than since I saw Dave. Sorry, Dave, the FX show. So look, here's the thing, right? These seasons with Titans start out incredibly strong. They start out with, it seems like there's a lot of potential. Like the story is going to go somewhere. And then somewhere around episode 4 or 5, it just takes a complete nosedive into the ground in a mountain and kills the entire people, everybody on board. Like, first of all, I don't care that you're going to change the origins of the comic characters or that you're going to play around with it. Look, Marvel's been doing it for years, and it's fine. People accept it because they're not drastically changing everything. They're taking little things, they're making adjustments, and they're trying to surprise an audience that already may know the story that's coming because these are based off comic books. Except DC looks at the comic books, crumples them up, throws them in a trash can, sets the trash can on fire, and goes, "We got a better idea." And it's not a better freaking idea. So here's the thing, right? You have situations in this season, in this show, where the characters are fundamentally going against everything that they do in the comics. Red Hood is not Red Hood at all. He is this servant of Scarecrow that is basically his slave. He's a wuss. He has no control over himself. They take what is a great origin for Jason Todd, they throw it out the window, and they think they could come up with something better. And what's more upsetting is the only thing that they take out of the origin story of Jason Todd is the Lazarus Pit. And that has become an overuse in the show because now everybody's just using the freaking Lazarus Pit. If you die, hey, just take him to the Lazarus Pit. We'll bring him back to life, right? No big deal. So now the show's completely lost all of its stake, all of its emotional, gravity. I mean, like, it's all just gone. At this point, I don't care anymore. I'm watching it to see how badly it ends. The other thing that they did is with Batman that is just completely out there. Here's the thing. You can play with the character of Batman. Obviously, Zack Snyder did it in Batman versus Superman. He's on edge. He's seen the city. He's go through all this stuff. And this just takes it to the next level. And then at the same time, it feels like this show rips off certain moments of the Snyderverse in a sense, and then basically does something to slap it in the face and go, how stupid this is. So it's just making itself look more stupid. For example, a little spoiler of last night's episode. Sorry, everybody, but it's so bad I don't even think you should watch it. Nightwing, who's killed off in the last episode, is picked up by a bunch of bats, like Batman versus Superman, and taken to the Lazarus by bats. It's just absolutely ridiculous. The dialogue is something out of the CW. Again, what they did with Batman, there's actually a scene in the show where Batman tries to kill himself by lighting the house that he's in on fire. It's like I said, the fundamentals of these characters and the things that, there are things you can change, and then there are things you just don't mess with, right? You can have fun with the character of Batman and his psychology and what he's gone through with the Bat family, with the Joker, with all of these things. But Batman doesn't ever come to the point of trying to kill himself. Bruce Wayne doesn't ever come to that point. The season literally starts off when I gave it a chance because I was like, I want to see where this is going to go, and I don't want to prejudge everything. But the very first episode, they take the origin of Jason Todd. He gets killed by the Joker, and instead of going with the story that's supposed to be there, which is already rushed into the show in season 3, like it's incredibly rushed, the Jason Todd storyline. Instead of going that way, Bruce Wayne, Batman, goes to Arkham Asylum and kills Joker with a crowbar, bashes his head in, comes back, and Nightwing throws the crowbar and goes, hey, be a better Batman. I would have been totally cool with that, but Batman and Bruce Wayne can never show up in this show again. He's gone. He's done. He's broken his code. He's passed, and that's the thing. They brought him back. When they did, he tried to kill himself. This show is just incredibly frustrating for me. If you can't tell already, there's just elements in there of Batman Forever and Batman and Robin. Even as much as I like Batman Forever as a guilty pleasure, the dialogue and just some of the campiness and ridiculousness of it is just, it's out there. I really don't see how you can be fans of these characters like Jason Todd. Jason Todd's one of my all-time favorite characters. I don't see how you can be a fan of these characters from the comics and see that these guys are portraying them in a respectful, responsible way, because they're not. They are treating these characters like absolute garbage, and it pisses me off because there's so much good story to draw from. There's so much good content and material, and Geoff Johns and Akiva Goldsman and these idiots and producers and writers behind the show think that they have it better, and they don't. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be my Jack Attack. don't watch Titans. It's a piece of trash. I'm not going to watch next season, but I'm going to watch this finale just so I can trash the entirety of the season. So be looking out for that full review coming sometime soon. But yeah, guys, for now, that's been a Jack Attack with me, and we'll catch you next time. Oh, you're muted. There we go.
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 Wow. You know what? I'm struggling with
musical chairs.
I've been struggling with the Titan season too. I'm kind of glad I didn't push through it. Now I'm kind of like,
yeah, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, well,
I had to let that out, dude.
Yeah, no, I'm glad. That was good.
I was in a group chat this morning, and we got, people started talking about it, and I think I had to say something. Things had to be said.
Yeah.
He said, "Preach, brother." Yeah, I got you guys. It's trash.
I agree with Austin, and like one thing that was, like I was telling Austin last night, the only good thing that it's like mid to okay writing is the Tim Drake and Donna Troy stuff.
I hate that still. I hate the whole thing. I hate it. Oh my God, you don't know how much I hate it. I just like William, I walk away and I think about it again and I hate it even more. Oh my God, it's so bad.
And like, what the fuck was that? Bat transfer?
Yeah, this episode's not monetized. Curse all you want.
Like,
see what happened was stupid. It's not Austin's fault, by the way. Austin lost the login information for our YouTube. So goddamn you, Austin.
Yep, it's my fault. But
we can curse. We can do whatever we want. We can show nudity, I guess. We just,
We say what?
There we go. Oh, look at that.
Nope, not again. No more.
If I was in shape and I was naked under here, I could do a little dance.
Oh, you don't want me to do a dance?
Maybe once Jack gets in really good shape, then I'll do.
Well, I don't want to turn the camera around.
We'll see that. We'll do a little dance. We'll do a dance off. We'll do a strip off. Like.
Yeah. Maybe one day I'll set the camera up and you guys can see the stripper pole in my room that I use.
You have a stripper pole? Okay, I don't have that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I gotta be careful, man. You know what I do to ease temptation? I got this guy staring right at me.
That's what he wants you to think, TW.
Yeah.
That's what he wants you to think. But why do you think he does?
Yeah. Why do you think he has it? Yeah.
It's like
Hayden's actually part of a nudist colony. That's why he's never on camera.
Where it's like
one of those hippies,
shirt on and a sweater on,
hippies.
And then like everything else is either underwear or just naked.
Yeah.
Or if it's just a sock.
Oh,
one sock. One sock, and it's not where you think it is. And it's not on your foot, people.
It's not on my foot.
All
right. So Justin Hines says, what did they do to Starfire? I know you were talking about they kind of ruined Starfire.
Oh, Starfire is.
Oh my God.
Here's the thing. I love the actress who plays Starfire. I really do. She's incredible. And it's just the writing for her character and for Blackfire is Black Star, whatever, is also terrible. And then what they did last night with
Superboy
was like what?
Because so the whole thing about like season 3 was him not going into the Lex Luthor side of his like mind and stuff.
Oh, I missed a lot.
And then he goes into the Lex Luthor side, but then when he does, it's like it's something like it goes terribly wrong. But like it's not even like something that Lex Luthor would do. It seems like something like someone other villain would do. It's like, bruh.
It's terrible. Just take my word for it. It's terrible. Don't watch it.
Don't get me started on that epic kryptonite BS.
You know what? Oh, dude, that was.
That whole thing. Like, how did Dick have it on him? Like that whole thing too.
Yeah. Well, that I can.
I think they should stop calling him Dick. They should just call him Rich or Richard.
Why? You don't like Dick?
See, that's what like Dick. Get over here.
I like Dick.
Well, that's you're.
Yeah, we know that. Austin.
Anyways, where's that video? Where's that video? Hold on, is that video still uploaded? Here we go. If you missed it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's there. It's there. It's there. It should be there.
Is the first one? Yeah. This is how much Austin likes. Can we play it again?
Which one?
This one? I just want to see some tongue. I just want to see some. I'll pay for it. Just give me some tongue.
Get the tongue in.
Happy birthday to you.
That is why Austin is leaving us.
If you do a close up too, it's got like veins and everything. It's really really specific. Oh wow, it's really.
Wait, you got that from Wayne Tech?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty sure like he got that from the Batcave. I'm sure
I was
Batman.
talking about Mechanical Dick. I was making a joke that he got that from Wayne Tech.
Yes, that was also Wayne Tech. That was Wayne Tech.
Lucius Fox made it when he was drunk one night.
Yeah,
there was this apparently a scene cut about Nightwing or Dick or whatever you call his name, drinking the tap water when he knows the tap water is drugged with fear toxin. And I'm just
God, I'm glad
they cut that out.
I probably would have thrown a hammer at the TV.
Oh my God,
I'm serious. It's upsetting what they're doing with these characters because, like I said, I think you can. That's the difference, right? Is at Marvel you can tell whatever they do, whatever they're changing, there's still a love and a passion and a care for these characters. In this show in DC, what they do, there's no love, there's no passion, there's no care. They're just doing it to do it and to forward a story that's already terrible. And then all of us as DC fans, and that was something I kind of mentioned this morning in the group chat, is like I'm kind of tired of settling for crap. Like we've gotten 3 seasons of this trash, and they're still going.
How do we make them watching Doom Patrol? No one's talking about that. That was a good show, and I'm wondering, like, I hear nothing about Doom Patrol because I liked it. I just haven't.
Well, it's new season is on now and stuff, but nobody's talking about it.
No one's talking
about
it.
I'm sure that's what I hear. Everybody seems to
like
it.
I kind of blame. I think that a lot of people still watch Titans just because it's got Robin or Dick Grayson and Batman. Like,
Brendan Thwaites is he's phenomenal.
And then I think I also have an issue kind of with the MCU. I think people will just keep watching the MCU despite them not pumping out something really like different. I said Shang-Chi I liked a lot, but like if they have more stuff like Black Widow coming down the line, I don't know about Eternals, but I will tell you this about Eternals. Eternals. This is from Tuesday actually. Oh my God, I uploaded a lot of Halloween stuff. Chloe Zhao teased the movie will explain the MCU's creation. And Caden, I think you were telling me that its box office is already selling out like crazy.
Yeah, it had 2.6 million pre-sale tickets.
Oh wow, so that's pretty cool. So 2.6 million,
and that's like the highest of this year.
Wow, that might be like 30-40 million right off the bat.
Yeah,
right.
That's pretty cool. And then so one last thing, I'm gonna go back to telling stories again. Do the show we want to do. The show I wanted to do. Tom Holland kind of implied in this interview with Entertainment Weekly that this might be the end of this story arc, and he was kind of vague about it. He said, "I'd like to come back," but like this, there's a sense of finality about it. Or
I think Marvel's learned a big lesson over the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And that is this build-up, this anticipation thing over the last couple of years. Because same with Endgame, right?
Yeah.
This build-up, this anticipation thing makes them a lot of money.
Yep.
And it gets people talking, and it does all this. So, of course, I'm sure they're probably telling him, yeah, we don't want you to give away that we're ready to do the next set of films and all that stuff.
Yeah.
They want people they want the engagement and the interest to stick around. And that's how these movies continue. That's how these movies do so well, is that there is an interest, as to all of this stuff. So I mean, yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Marvel's great. DC sucks right now. And I love DC more, but it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, it really does. What happened to the college trilogy discussion? Yeah, so we were possibly thinking that all right, this might look like it's dirty. I'm just taking this goddamn overalls off. But like I have shorts on underneath here, like shorts, not like boxer shorts, although I have those under, but it's hot in Philadelphia. It's supposed to be cold outside, but it's like really hot in Philly. So that maybe this is the end of and this is what I wrote in the description. Maybe this is the end of the high school trilogy. And
I would love that.
College, because
stuff.
He's 25, going on 26 now. Tom Holland.
Yeah.
He's at an age where they're trying really hard not to make him look like a teenager.
Right.
And
it's time for the college stuff, and the college stuff for me is my favorite Spider-Man stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Bradley, we were getting along so well. I hate Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
Bradley's now my new best friend. Austin, get out of here. You're not my best friend.
Which one's
right
Bradley's? That's okay. That's a statue next to him. Okay. Well, I thought it was like a cosplayer or something. It looks like Patrick Stewart. Or is that the Silver Surfer? I'm trying to look at his image right there.
I can't see it from this. The screen's too small.
Oh,
But no, look. Here's my issue.
Okay.
Here's my issue with Tom
I
Holland.
agree with that. I do not agree.
All right, guys. I'll see you next week.
Go back. We're doing something Saturday. We're doing the Dupe. What's it called? I want to say Dupe. What's it called? DC Fandome. Oh boy.
Yeah, Caesar's head from Pawn Stars. Oh.
Oh, okay. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often terred with their problems.
Jack, I'm gonna need to do another Jack attack.
All right, here we go.
No, I'm kidding. Could you imagine? Said you do a second one right back to back.
Yeah.
No, I just say this. Look, he grew on me a lot in Far From Home. But his stuff in Homecoming and Infinity War and all that, I'm not in Civil War. I'm not impressed. He's just so annoying. I just don't have any interest in his character whatsoever. I've said this multiple times. That scene in Homecoming where he's like inspired. It's the inspiring moment. He's supposed to lift the plane and stuff. I was so rooting for it to just fall and crush him. Bring in Miles Morales.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I mean, look, he's just so dependent on everybody else, and he's kind of whiny, and
he's a teenager.
And look, that's not to say he is comic book accurate. He is a comic book accurate version of Peter. It's just not the comics that I liked and that I grew up with that I'm a fan of. It's just and I know that and that's
at least you understand it, unlike some people that think that.
Yeah, look, he's not bad. He's not bad. He's just too much for me. I thought honestly my favorite is Andrew. I thought he was the best Spider-Man in costume. I don't care if people think he's too good looking. I'll take it. He's beautiful. I have no issue with a good-looking Peter Parker. I'm totally fine with a good-looking Peter Parker. Tom Holland is gorgeous. Why aren't people complaining about that kid? Like,
he's a cute teenager.
You know what? I think he's tiny. I don't think he's that tall.
He is very short. Yeah,
5'10".
Yeah.
Well,
he's not 5'10". I think that's what they say.
Yeah.
They say that Robert Downey Jr. too, but like he's not 5'10". That's one of those fake heights. Like they say Tom Cruise is 5'8" or something.
They say Tom Cruise is 5'10". We know he's 5'5".
Yeah, he's 5'7".
9 that.
Who?
Tom Holland.
I saw Tom Cruise taking a bath in a
not Tom Cruise, Tom Holland.
Tom Holland is 5'7". Okay, yeah, that's believable. 5'7", yeah.
Wow,
yeah, and he's gonna play Nathan Drake. Nathan Drake is like good. No, he's not like a bodybuilder, but he's like a good 6 foot tall.
Right.
It's
gonna work out because Mark Wahlberg is a midget.
Yeah.
So
he plays Sully. Right?
Victor goddamn Sullivan.
Just like Tiny Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Tiny Tom Cruise.
But good actor.
Mark.
Tiny Tom Cruise and Marky Mark.
But like who's really Daniel Radcliffe? I think is really shockingly. I mean, I don't care about this stuff, but I don't think he grew taller after Harry Potter. Like I think he's the same height he was when he
after Deathly Hallows Part 1. Yeah, no.
Yeah. He's kind of like a funny. He's a funny looking dude.
Oh, you'll see.
Yeah. I don't know why we didn't talk about this, but yeah, he looked like he gained a little bit of weight, maybe.
He's a little chubby. But hey, he doesn't look as bad. We all know he sold his soul to Zeno, so he's gonna be fine.
I would sell my soul to Xena.
To Xena.
In case Lucy Lawless is watching.
There's a petition for Lucy Lawless to take over Cara Dune in The Mandalorian. Cara Dune.
That would be okay.
I just saw Lucy Lawless.
I still think they should.
You'd be okay with that, Jack?
Well, I still think they should bring back what's her name?
Gina.
Gina Carano. Like I really whatever. I mean, she wasn't that important to the story, but whatever.
I'd say bring in Lana Parrilla.
Until they go and find something that Lucy Lawless said 20 years ago, and they're like, "Oh my God, I can't believe she said that in 2002."
Lucy Lawless was on the news last
night
talking about the Lucy Lois Lane. But Lucy was on the news last night talking about the strikes. And
oh really?
She was talking about the strikes, and it was like,
I mean,
cool
Lucy Lawless, she's 53, but she's like one of those actresses.
Well, she looks like she's in her like late 30s, early 40s.
She's got that perpetual, like, I don't know if I should use the word MILF, but like she just has that look to her.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. Not the type of thing.
Whoa! Breaking news, guys! Breaking news.
I think Ty got rid of that banner, the breaking news one. So what I'll do is
Spider-Man No Way Home promotions from Russia seemingly confirm Andrew Garfield's return.
Oh yeah.
To the role of Spider-Man.
This is my face right now.
Within the last few months, there's been an infinite surplus of rumors and potential spoilers about the likelihood of Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield reprising their roles as their respective Spider-Man iterations or Spider-Man's variants in the case of Marvel's multiverse. Those rumors are looking more and more true as a new promotional website was revealed for the Marvel Studios threequel. As you can see below, the official page for Skittles in Russia features packaging with Spider-Man No Way Home promo art and a shot of Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man from The Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh.
When you click on it, the upcoming movie's trailer starts playing. There's no mention of Garfield's Spider-Man, of course, but it's certainly quite suspicious that Skittles is using imagery from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Just to be clear, this is not officially confirmed Garfield, but it feels like another indication.
Because if you click on it, because I know the website they're talking about. If you click on the photo, it takes you to a Russian dubbed No Way Home trailer.
Right, and it's apparently there's a clip of Andrew saying there's no way home.
Oh, there is no way home.
Right, yeah, there's no way home.
Spider-Man drinking vodka here.
Right.
Is there?
Yeah, I don't know. So my thought is that the second trailer will premiere like the week before Eternals.
Yeah. Do you kind of miss them not putting it online first, and actually you have to go see the Eternals to see it?
Yeah, for a couple days. I do miss that. Yeah, that was absolutely.
Go see the Eternals. I remember I went to see I Am Legend just so we could watch.
But that's the issue with that is it doesn't really become a thing because it just leaks online like the night of, so it's
the Thursday before, because Thursday is when shows are happening, and or like because theaters don't know what trailers they're gonna show until like 1 or 2 days before the movie premieres, so they're like, So that's another thing about that October 25th rumor is that like they knew in advance, which is totally wrong. That they only know 1 or 2 days in advance, like what trailers they're gonna show like for the movie.
Okay.
So we'll find out. Oh my God, that was a voice crack. We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Kane's in puberty, like live on air. We'll find out.
Okay. Hello, guys. I am Kaden.
Whoa. Could you imagine Kaden just goes, oh no, and oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like Barry Wellek. Hello, folks. Welcome to Jive.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Jivin with Jive.
John Cena. Oh wait, wrong voice. Hulk Hogan. Raw.
Oh my God. Right. Oh boy. I think that's almost everything I have. I think for today.
I think that's.
I was gonna bring up the Hawkeye thing.
Yes, Hawkeye. Yes, tell us what happened to Hawkeye.
So Hawkeye released a trailer, and this showed up. First 2 episodes streaming November 24th. And what's funny is because, it comes. People are like, oh, that means Book of Boba Fett premieres and Hawkeye finale. Well, now Hawkeye finale is the weekend before Boba Fett. So now there's no overlap between Hawkeye and Boba Fett. Also, it helps with the episode cameos with a movie that comes out in December.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I also confirmed that Linda Cardinelli's back as Laura Barton. So
okay.
That was fun. And just going through also Into the Spider-Verse 2 title reveal. Which was soon taken down an hour after it was revealed. So,
well, if there's ever an episode that could get taken down, it would be today's episode. If show gets us in trouble, there would be there was lewd images.
There was a dude riding a dick.
Yeah.
A mechanical dick.
Not in a good way.
Not
in a fun way.
Not that type of mechanical dick. The mechanical bull type of dick.
I've been trying to get this show canceled for weeks. We're episode 42, The Meaning of Life. That was a nice.
The Meaning of Life. Yes, today's episode was The Meaning of Life. So it was a perfect thing.
That's the meaning of life. Doing what Austin did.
What Austin did was
why are we here?
Just riding dick. Wait,
just
what?
Riding dick. Wait, what?
For like 80, 90 years old. That's what he did every day.
What?
What? He had sex every day. That was where I was going with that.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying he was riding every time.
Oh, no, well, he was the one being ridden, I guess. Well,
yeah. You haven't tried hard enough. I'm done.
I'm at that point right now where everything I'm reading sounds dirty, like you haven't tried.
Yes.
No.
I was just like.
Or like this. Watching.
Yes. Walks in, sits down, watches. Then leaves.
Yeah. You picked an interesting time. But yeah, hey, like you said, guys.
Sounds dirty too. Like, have you guys seen the college?
Oh God.
Everything sounds dirty,
I'll tell you what happened in the college trilogy discussion. There's some pictures of Zendaya and
Timothy Chalamet.
And Tom Holland got caught in a car.
That's what Zoe Kravitz and Robert Pattinson was supposed to be doing, not them.
But yeah. No, hey guys, like Jack said, we've got DC Fandome this Saturday we'll be covering. We're super excited for. I will say this Sunday I got a spoiler discussion for Halloween Kills. Monday's Lean on Me is not going to be postponed, but I will not be there. I will be watching Dune and rubbing it in all your faces that you're not. No, I'm kidding. But I will be seeing Dune.
As I drive 4 to 6 hours to get to Las Vegas, so I can just.
Yeah, good luck. But yeah. So I won't be here. Lean on Me will still happen. I may, hopefully, depending on what time the movie is, may be able to make a cameo in the show or whatever for a second. But that's happening. And then, yeah. That's it.
And then, so Saturday we have Fandom. Sunday you're doing your live thing. And then Monday, Lean on Me. And then Tuesday, I'll be here. And then me and Caden are going to do our own review, the right review. With the right answers for Halloween.
With the right answers, right?
And also with some more tidbits from the Scream AMA.
Yeah. Don't do that. We're definitely gonna talk more Scream.
Scream and Halloween Kills next Tuesday. Woo!
Then who are we leaning on? Hopefully Paul and another guest will have it covered.
Who are we leaning on?
But yeah, that's it. Also, guys, you can check out my new channel, which is going to be up or is up and will be launching in a week or so. We've got the collaboration here going on with the What If we ran DC and all that type of stuff.
With this thing right here.
Yep. And then if you guys like sports, you can check out my other show that I produce, the Stat Daddy podcast. So that's my spiel.
Fun recording that last night.
Yeah, this is a really great episode, so make sure and check it out.
It was a fun episode.
Hey guys.
But yeah.
Low. All right.
That's
right. I have to say goodbye, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. Ty wants you to do the super chats, so do the super chats. Now's the time for me to announce it, guys. Any further questions are only going to be through super chats. And I think we're almost done. So, guys, thank you. No, seriously, thank you guys for joining us today. I really appreciate it. Make sure to follow Austin. Lean on Me. He's got a new show dropping October 23rd, as he said, his new channel, new network. And until then, remember, folks, we do it for you, and we do it for the culture.
Kevin, get in here!